Hello everyone! Happy Friday! Welcome back to Fiasco Fridays. I don't think we've played this in a few weeks, so this is exciting. And
it might be months. It might be a month or so.
I think.
What is time?
Yeah, you know what? Days, weeks, months, they all irrelevant.
When every Tuesday is a decade.
Yeah.
Time doesn't matter anymore.
Time does not. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But here we are. We're gonna get up to some shenanigans, as is the way with Fiasco. It is a good time, and I'm so heckin' excited. Hi, my name is Jess. This is my channel. You can find me at go_GEG and all the places. If you found this one, good job. Now I can use this same little name tag and plop it in other places and find me once again. Amazing. Let's go around and say hi to everyone. And see who they are. We don't know who we are in game yet, so just tell me who you are in regular, everyday. Is it real life? in life. Eric, hi.
Hi Jess. Hi everybody. Yeah, I'm Eric. Pronouns here they, and I, in addition to being an independent content creator here on Twitch, I also work for Roll20 as their analyst. I have a history with Fiasco. I've played with it many a time, yet I've never played this new version, and so I'm super excited to do it. I'm usually the one teaching people, so I'm excited to kick back and have someone else do the facilitation for today, so that's cool too.
Heck yeah.
What is that even like?
I know.
It sounds like I'm the you of my group, so my social circle.
Speaking of the you of your group.
Yeah. I'm Jordan at Made of Cartoons. I did the hack job that is figuring out. I just backed this wonderful game on Kickstarter and hacked together my own Roll20 build of it so that we could play, because it's card driven instead of dice driven, and I'm really excited to try it out too. And I'm excited to play with Eric and Kevin as well, because I've seen their faces, but I have never interacted with them.
Awesome.
And I'm Kevin. You can find me on the socials at knit_knack. I'm the random bum who just walked in here and gets to mooch off of all of Jordan and Jess's effort and just gets to come play a game I've never played before.
A welcome parasite.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I asked you to come play. I said, hey, listen, Kevin has gotten to be on our channel before, but I have not gotten to play with Kevin yet. And I was like, hey, that's rude. let's play a game.
Yeah, but I didn't do any of the hard work, like building up this channel and this audience, or helping design this playset, or helping to facilitate the whole website.
But you're about to help us make an excellent story, and that's what
I'm just gonna
matters.
throw like sticks into bike wheels and like see how this plays out.
Yeah. So no pressure, right?
Yeah.
Just make good story.
Perfect. Well, I don't have GM powers here. Do you want me to read the little playset thingy and then you'll take us over to the other screen?
Yeah, go for it.
What are you feeling? What are you feeling here? I'm gonna zoom in on it because currently it's very small and I don't think stream can read it. So I'm gonna make it bigger for y'all and for myself.
As our official first player, I think that it makes sense for you to read it.
Yeah, I'll read it and then we can go over to the other screen because Jordan did a very good job of making a very pretty just game on Roll20. Not what's the term here?
A layout.
Layout. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't
didn't make this game. I'm not giving you that credit.
Me, Jason Morningstar.
Perfect. So we are doing one of the new play sets. We are doing the new system which utilizes cards instead of dice, which I didn't know before I made the poster for our Fiasco Fridays, which has dice on it. A little bit of self-call out there. So we're playing In the Weeds. So In the Weeds takes you into the seedy and off-kilter world of modern food service. You'll work your ass off for not much money, but there are perks. Repetitive stress injuries, abusive drug-fueled bosses, and customers who don't tip. Small change leads to big problems, though, and even if the stakes are low, the ambitions and staff are often stupidly high. I had not read that before now, and it did make me chuckle, so I approve.
And I'll take us over to the other screen.
I just
Let's
imagine
go.
that's like the movie trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
In a world.
Yeah. Oh, I should have done a better voice for it if I had thought of that.
It's fine. You did great.
No. Okay. Let's do this.
I keep thinking it's called. My brain keeps going to like into the weeds.
Yeah.
Into the
Oh, yeah.
woods.
And out of
don't
the
know why.
weeds. Yeah.
I specifically, when I was like writing the tweet and naming the stream, I had to make sure to like, I was like, it's in, not into, because I wanted to, I was like, into the weeds, same thing.
Good.
We could be working at some kind of fairy tale tavern. That kind of makes sense. That's as much fun as anything.
This is
That's
We're
true.
in,
I get the reference now. That's okay.
Okay, so for those of us who've joined for Fiasco Fridays before, this is going to feel the same but different in a lot of ways. Instead of us having that playset book that we put up on the screen and a bunch of dice rolled into the middle to show our options, the random choices we can make from those lists. Instead, there are decks of relationship cards, objects, location, and need cards, and we've dealt those out to all the players. And so we're just going to looking at our hand of cards, we're going to take turns establishing the relationships, and then take turns putting out needs, objects, and locations. So, and then we're going to build our personalities and characters and a little bit of our world that way. So I think Jess is going to start and just going to be putting out the book recommends doing relationships first.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, and then doing needs, objects, locations all together after that.
Oops.
You want to steal a card
I'm
from
sorry,
my
I'm
hand?
sorry.
Wow,
I
this
was trying
game,
to steal your card instead of using my card. I'm
Brutal.
sorry.
this game has gotten competitive already.
Oh god. Yep. Listen. So okay, hang on. Let me find the correct relationship now, since I already started that. It's not this one that says friends.
Why would we be friends?
Why would we be? Oof. I almost only have friends cards, so I guess we have to be friends.
How unfortunate.
I know.
You could also apparently choose not to play. For like you could pass if you want.
No, I wanna. I'm going with this one. We are, Jordan. We're smoker buddies.
Who? Me?
Oh, I can't. You're far away from me.
Yeah, you've got Kevin and Eric.
Kevin, because of the French accent we discussed earlier. This is you and me now.
I'm gonna be that guy who rearranges everything on the board, and I'll put it over in your relationship spot up in the top left there.
Oh, I see it. You actually have a nice spot for it. Fair enough.
I do.
Okay.
I actually have a nice spot for everything, and everything in its nice spot.
Okay, well, we will learn as we go.
Yep. Okay, so you are fellow smokers. That is a trope that I understand from this this type of universe. So next up, Eric.
In the same vein, pun intended. An illegal relationship. The kitchen drug dealer and their best customer.
Oh, nice. And that's going to be you and Jess?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's why I put it there.
Okay.
I should explain that for people just listening. Yes, I'm putting it between Justin and myself.
Perfect.
This is awesome. This is so great.
Wow. Trouble a brewing already. Okay, I'm going to... I have to use this one because I mentioned it. I'm going to use the not friends one. And I will... Well, that has to be a relationship between me and someone else. So I will put... not friends. Floor manager and the one about to be fired. Between me and Eric. We can figure out who's who as we go along here. But one of us is being fired and one of us is firing.
Did you mean between you and Kevin?
Me and Kevin. That's what I meant to say. I said Eric instead of...
Okay. I wasn't sure which one. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, sorry.
And
I chose Kevin, but I was thinking Eric, obviously.
Since both of my relationships are filled, I guess I don't. Am I supposed to fill in your relationship between Jordan and Eric,
Yep.
or?
Yeah, and in fact, you
Okay.
could have made that decision from the beginning. You can
You
Okay.
can do any. Yeah.
Declare
you can
someone
place
else's
it in any.
relationship.
Yeah.
And since you are the floor manager, let's make Eric the overbearing owner.
Okay.
So that I am the one getting fired.
All right.
Oh,
You want to?
okay.
Oh no, I just
Makes
thought of
me
a
think
really
Jez-
good story angle
And-
between all of this.
Then Jez, it sounds like I'm your best customer,
I know. Oh man.
or a drug. Like I'm interested in which one of us is the drug dealer and which one of us is the best customer. Then I
You know
think it
what?
would work both ways.
I like it. I think it does make sense for me to be the, because like I hang outside smoking, and like while
Yeah.
I'm out on my smoke break,
You're networking.
yes, I'm making friends.
And the guy that owns the place, the person that owns the place, is coming out to like buy drugs from you. I like that. All right, back up to Jess. So Jess,
Okay.
you can choose a need, object, or location and drop it underneath any one of the relationships here. Needs, objects, and locations are the needs are shared usually between the people on either side of the need card. But these are all story elements that we can draw into the story to kind of interconnect everything. Objects, and locations also go between two players, but they also represent the location that we choose. That's going to be a place that should be the main focus, of it, of the story. So
I know what I want. I know what I want to happen.
then pick
I have this card that says the need to keep this crappy job no matter what, and I want to put that in between Kevin and Jordan, because maybe you have to fire him because that's what you've been told to do to keep your job, but he wants to keep his job no matter what. So enjoy.
I mean, how else am I going to afford cigarettes?
Exactly. It is
This
expensive.
economy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Beautiful.
All right, Eric, you're up.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we have the need here, the other need needs to be across from it.
Well, then I'm gonna flesh out Jess and my relationship with a need as well. Need with a terrible need to find who's been stealing.
Makes sense.
Could it be the drug dealer?
I got some locations that were pretty good.
Wait, I want to tweak this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be that person.
That's
I
okay.
actually
Go for it.
think would this be more fun to put between Jess and Kevin? Or between fellow smokers? No, I'm leaving my first thought. Sorry. Leaving on the first one.
Perfect. I think I'm gonna set our location. And then I think we'll set the tone for the rest of the things. Let me take a look at my objects here. Let's see. No, that's pretty. A lot of these are too subtle for for what I'd like to happen. So I'm just going to put our location out. I think I'll put it between myself and Eric, since we are kind of in charge around here, apparently. So it's the front of house. It's the bar after closing.
Ooh, okay.
And you know what? Might as well put an object out there, like the owner's valuable liquor stash. Let's put it between the smokers.
Valuable liquor stash. I like that.
I already feel like I'm being set up to be like such a bad guy, and I love it.
I think the real secret of Fiasco is that there is no good people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're all bad. Okay, so I'm gonna drag back all the cards from
Jess.
I know.
I'm gonna pull back all the cards from your hands, since you don't need them anymore, and it will get
taking my badge and my gun.
I'm taking them. You're a loose cannon, McCluskey. And we just need to decide on names.
All right, I got my name. I'll go first, unless
Oh.
I'll buy time for the people who haven't decided what their
Yeah, I
names are.
haven't decided. Go ahead.
Go for it.
So my character's name as the owner of this place is Bartholomew Diaz.
Okay.
Bartholomew's not his original name, but he changed his name because he thought it sounds more like
White.
rich. Yeah, and white, like more like you can make a signature to put on top, like a Ruth Chris Steakhouse kind of thing. Like so, he's doing it for his brand.
Did I spell it correctly, Bartholomew?
Yeah, I didn't have a spelling in mind, so
Okay.
let's do that. That works for me.
I spelt it a completely different way, so like, this is great.
Well, maybe it was a new change, and maybe you haven't seen it written down yet, so it is different.
I got it.
That could be a diegetic problem. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right.
Yeah. So clearly, I have the wrong priorities. Young. I'm probably not originally a restaurateur, but I'm trying to be. So I sort of have that like try-hardism, but I'm faking it. Like I'm clearly just whatever book or show. I'm like Gordon Ramsay Kitchen Nightmares. So this is the thing I've read, or whatever, rather than doing it. So I have a lot of luster, but you know that I am a paper tiger, right? I will just crumble. I crumble under anything. I do, and you all definitely know that about me.
I love it.
I dubbed myself Larry Pearson. I'm Larry, the manager. It seems I'm both managers. If Kevin is the one who's gonna get fired, I'm both the floor manager.
I hired two managers. Of course I did.
I'm both the floor manager and the general manager, but
I mean, yeah.
maybe one of them got fired, and I'm trying to do both. Which would give me a lot of chaotic.
And then
problems.
you were told you had to fire someone else, and you're like, but the hell?
Okay, so now you're the floor manager and the general manager, and you gotta fire.
I mean, the floor is generally part of the business, so it's part of
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I think I'll be the floor manager generally.
Did you say
Larry Pearson.
the floor manager general?
The floor manager general, yes.
Okay.
I demand an official title like that.
You have like a little like plastic sheriff's badge. Like.
Yeah, that's my first piece of flair.
We all salute you very facetiously as you walk.
We all need 11 pieces of flair.
Oh God.
So Kevin and Jess, you got names for me?
I think I'll go by Jimmy Tong, Tong for last name.
Sure.
I'm a line cook. I've been here kind of floating under the radar until like one of the other line cooks got quit because of all these drugs and all this bullshit going on. But now it's like now that there's one less. Now I've suddenly got the spotlight. Now that I'm taking really long smoke breaks, like 30-minute 15s.
Right. The other person was way worse than you, so they didn't look. Yeah. They made you look good, and now they're gone. Exactly. And you're the only person left to look bad. So yeah, okay.
I'm the new bottom of the barrel.
That's right.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I just realized that I was modeling this person after someone I used to work with, but I'm going with Stevie for a name.
Like Stevie Nicks.
Yeah. Totally like Stevie Nicks, whose name was not Stevie. My name is also not Stevie, but you can call me Stevie.
Okay. You want quotation marks?
Stevie in quotation marks. Stevie is the kind of worker who is actually super efficient, can make things really well and really fast, but 95% of the time does not. Like, can do this job with their eyes closed, but instead does not do their job most of the time. But when push comes to shove, if they need, they're very good at it, but they usually don't bother.
Perfect.
Like I know a couple Stevies in real life.
Yeah, Stevie is like annoyingly like it's the sort of thing where you're like, Stevie's such a like jerk. Like I wish they would just like go. They can't do it. They suck. But when they actually no, it's not even that. Like you think like there's such a brat. They're so annoying. They're never around. They like you wish they sucked as much as their personality sucks. But instead, they're very good at it, and that makes it even worse.
Do they know that they're very good at it, and they know they get away with it? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That was really quick. That was incredibly quick to set up this game. We've got our basic structure, and
you're dealing with hardened narrative veterans over here. This whole table.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So that's good. Yeah, so for those brand new to Fiasco, it takes place over 2 acts. We're each going to take turns either setting up or having a scene set up for us. We're going to do that twice, go around twice, and that's going to be Act 1. And then we're going to go around 2 more times, that's going to be Act 2. In between, there's going to be something called the tilt, which is the wrench in the works, the branch in the tree wheel, or the bicycle wheel, as Kevin called it. And we'll show you how that works. We'll show you how that works when we get there. Jess is going to go first, and every person has a chance, has the decision to make it on their turn. They can either just start establishing a scene, and that means everyone else decides how that scene goes for that character, or they can decide, I want a happy ending for this scene for me, but then the other players set up the scene for them, probably putting them into a situation where to get a happy ending, something they have to give up or do something that they don't want to do to get it. It's your choice. Instead of dice, this game uses the positive and negative cards. Don't flip them over. They come out face down. Just if you end up with a negative card, just drag a negative card off the deck and bring it over near your, near your sheets, your stuff.
So these work in the way that the light and dark colored dice did
That's right.
previously? Okay.
That's right.
Right. That was going to be kind of my next questions. Is it in this version, is it still like you don't want light and dark, you kind of want to go all in on one side?
The math,
well?
the overall results are determined the same way. These cards have negative and positive numbers on them, and that's where we do the math instead of the they're numbered 0 to 4 or something like that.
This is Kevin's first time playing, right?
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so there you go. While you're asking or getting cards dictated to you, knowing inevitably if you have 2 of each, the outcome of your character is probably a disaster fire.
It's unlikely to be good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if you're aiming for a good ending, you want to be getting all of one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Either all negative.
Yeah, because they kind of like fight each other in the end. Like, sorry, they clash.
There are two changes from the original Fiasco. One, you keep the card you're dealt. You don't give it away like you do.
The whole time?
The whole time?
You keep them. Except
that's a huge change. Okay.
Yeah.
At the
I'm
end,
here for it. Okay.
At the end, everyone has a chance to give one of their cards away.
Okay.
So you could just pick someone and give it, and everyone can give a bunch of cards to the same person, for example.
Yeah. Okay.
So normally, Kevin, when you received an outcome, you would in first act you would give that outcome to someone else, so you can kind of direct the flow of things. And in the second half, you kept whatever you were dealt. In this case, you're going to be dealt. You're going to keep everything that you are given, but you get a chance to screw people over at the very last minute.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So just drag them from the top of the deck to your area, and we'll look at them when the time is right. And the last thing I'll mention is that there is this kicker's card in the middle here where the playset details are. It's got a couple of example scenes to set up. So if you're struggling, you can just take a look at this.
Oh.
Yeah.
This over here.
Yep.
Neat. I hadn't zoomed in enough to like really see that yet. Okay. Nito Kino Jellybeano. I'm first, aren't I?
Yep.
Okay.
Your channel.
It's my channel. What? When did that happen? I'm gonna talk like this. No, I'm not.
Is this how Stevie sounds? Oh,
no. Dear gosh, no.
Ooh.
No. Okay.
better than your French, I will say that.
Thank you.
But that bar is low.
Excusez-moi, monsieur. I'm gonna say I would like the first scene to be out in the parking lot, and I would love it if my friend Jimmy would come and join me. And it's like, you know, it's that pre-setup morning. Me and Jimmy, Stevie Jimmy. I didn't make that difficult at all. You know, we probably
Collectively
have
known as Stimmy.
Listen, the friendship of fellow smokers is a tight bond. Yeah, we probably have to like set up opening line together type thing. So before we like go in, you know, we meet outside and have the very first cigarette of the day. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna say that Stevie, once again, Stevie is there early, but like outside until like the moment they're supposed to be in there. So it's probably like standing at the back door, you know what I mean? Like 1 foot up on the wall, like half leaning. They probably got their apron like slung over their, like over one shoulder, like not on yet. They probably are wiping their dirty smokery hands on it. Yeah, just like having a cigarette and waving over Jimmy as they arrive.
Jimmy's probably getting out of his shitty his shitty little gremlin of a car, and walks up. And are the restaurant's aprons black, white, some other color?
What is our restaurant like? We should
Well,
figure
it
that out.
has
French restaurant.
Yes!
owned by Bartholomew Diaz.
Yeah, of course.
the finest French
Tapas.
Excellent.
I love it. And
Tiny French plates of tiny French food.
amazing.
Un petit croissant.
Someone told him that tapas, you could charge more for tapas, and then
Yeah, you can like serve less and charge more.
Yeah. They have to buy more than one plate? Yeah.
Amazing. This is perfect.
So, are you talking about something?
Oh yeah. What color are our aprons?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say like white if we're doing
Okay.
French cuisine. It's very much that it's supposed to be that showmanship of like you know, you wear like white and you cook with only getting messy in like the right spots because you're skilled in that way, but like it's like nah. Like
Yeah, so Jimmy's walking up. He's got like his apron bundle up on his arm, but it doesn't look white. It looks like a rosy shade of pink, oddly. And he's walking up. He's like, hey, yeah, let me bum one of those. And he's like,
Yeah.
holding his hands out for a smoke, and he lights it up. He's like, you know how like Larry's been really on my ass, and if he sees this, he's gonna be on me. And let's you wanna swap aprons, Stevie?
yeah, sure. I look great in pink.
Yeah, you do. Exactly. Thank you. Oh god. Yeah. So any is the boss coming in today?
Yeah, I don't know. Isn't today a delivery day? I'm pretty sure that means they're gonna be here.
Imagine if we're pretty close to opening, Larry would poke his head out to you guys to try and encourage you to come in a little bit before your shift starts instead of immediately upon, like exactly when it opens. So
Yep.
Larry looks like the guy. Maybe he's only in Canadian commercials, but the guy from the Wendy's, the A&W commercials. He's like a little friendly guy who goes around giving people burgers.
I know who you're talking about
just
because
like
I
this.
also know Canadian commercials.
He is my favorite burger spokesman because he's just a regular guy. He seems very kind, and I would eat every burger that he handed to me. So he's this round little man, balding. He sort of a Barney Rubble type. And
got it.
yeah.
Done immediately.
Yeah.
Yep.
I should have just said Barney Rubble type. That's a universal, but yeah, he's a Barney Rubble type, and he's shorter than everyone on the staff, and he pushes his head out, and he says, "Hey guys, it would be like I could use a hand setting stuff up in here, so it would be really great if it's I know it's you don't need to be here for another 5 minutes, but it'd be really great. So it'd be cool if, and so yeah, I'll see you in there, guys." And then
right after we're done. Yeah.
So that's every morning. It's Larry asking you to just come in a few minutes earlier to like help.
Let's not clock in 5 minutes early. Just come in 5 minutes.
No,
yeah, exactly.
Because he's in there by himself doing it.
Yeah, you're not going to start paying us 5 minutes ahead. So like, Stevie's like, just for that, take 5 more minutes.
So Eric and I are kind of on the outside of this scene, so we can kind of decide how it ends for them. Okay. And then we can role play out that outcome. So.
I mean, I'm in favor of giving you guys a good card. Good outcome for it.
You just
I'm a generous god.
Boss.
Yeah.
Well, it's Jess's turn, so the card will go to Jess.
Yeah. I'm feeling good about about not listening to my boss right now. I don't know if that's the same for Jimmy, but
hey, Jimmy's got a clean apron. That's all that matters.
That's true. So we both ended out of this with like good. I'm happy with my new pink apron. You're happy with your nice white apron. We're good. This worked out well.
And you're not nervous, Jess, Stevie, pardon me, about getting in trouble for the pink apron because you're unfireable, apparently.
Yeah. That's what Stevie thinks anyway.
All right. Is that where you guys want to end your scene?
Yeah.
All right.
Just standing outside smoking more cigarettes instead of going inside.
Instead of going inside. Yep.
A win-win.
Hell yeah.
All righty. Next up, it's Eric.
Right. Okay. So this scene's probably going to include Stevie in it, I know, but probably other people can maybe come in as well as appropriate. This is later on in the morning. Bartholomew comes in when he feels like it. It's not exactly like a 9 o'clock sharp. And this time he has a selfie stick with a GoPro on it. And he's like holding it back going as he comes inside with the steps, and you see him like almost trip the first time. He's like, "Hey, what up, YouTube? It's Barty D at my new restaurant," and he's coming in, and he's like throwing up like a dab, like or trying to, and he comes back. He's like, "I want you all to see how this amazing new opportunity today for this brunch. Look how we have everything set up here." He's showing around. It's like, "Oh, come with me. Let's go in the back, right?" And he's gonna give you some exclusive Barty D access to the secrets to the French Tapas. And then that's the moment, I think, when we open the doors at the back here, and I see that Stevie's not wearing the white apron. I feel like I'm probably just talking about the white aprons at this moment, and I see this thing, and I like immediately like cut it. I'm like, what is this?
You don't like it?
What color is that?
It's pink. I thought it could maybe be like my signature thing, set me apart from everyone just a little bit, not too much. It's still a soft pink, wouldn't you say? Like it's still pretty subtle.
No, not at all. Look, I allow for white, I allow for cream, I allow for gentle rose, and you're definitely not in that. You're in clear salmon territory, Stevie. And that is unacceptable.
But we do serve salmon here, so it kind of goes.
I can't believe this is completely Larry, where are you, Larry?
Hey, boss, I'm coming. I imagine that Larry's also the oldest person on the crew too. Yeah, he's definitely older than Bartholomew. Yeah, he kind of like rushes in. He's been juggling 10 plates, to get things done.
You're the one who actually like does everything around here, so it's just like.
Do you need me for your social media?
No, I
stuff.
need you to handle this, as I like point over like a dramatic director would, like
Right.
pointing and maybe you don't even realize that the pink apron's a big deal.
It's barely noticeable. Yeah. What's
The hue of the apron, Larry. The hue of the apron. How am I supposed to become a YouTube celebrity / restaurateur when I have salmon-colored aprons in my backline?
Right. I remember this is really important to you. 1 second, and I run off, and I come back with basically like paint. Those things for different paint colors, and there's one that scales from white to cream to light rose or whatever it was that you said, and I'm like holding it up, and it's clear that it's like, you're right, boss. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Was she on she wasn't on your stream, was she?
No, thank goodness I turned it off. Look, I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit the footage of the beginning parts and the intros and find the right playlist and the right song for my intros. And then when I come back, that apron better be within acceptable color lines. Okay, Larry? God.
Yeah.
Now, and remember what we spoke about too, referring to the thing I give to fire somebody. Remember that? I didn't forget about that either.
Yeah, no, I mean, I literally haven't slept in days, so good. I haven't forgotten. Old Larry's on the case.
Yeah, and I think that's when I leave, right? And I think that's probably his scene, right?
That seems.
Kevin, oh my God, Jimmy's probably like heard this outside, like still smoking or something.
Yeah.
He was like outside, like brunch. The fuck, we're doing brunch now.
You can't serve salmon at brunch.
Oh yeah. So clearly, I'm like throwing things out there that are just big shockers that without telling or planning for anything. As I'm focusing on the brand rather than the restaurant.
Nice. Yeah. So it sounds like this is a pretty good ending for Mr. Diaz. He seems in control. We want to give a positive result for that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of a jerk. You can give me a bad one.
Well, but then we have to figure out how it goes bad. Right now, it just sounds like you came in. Unless the pink apron is that bad.
The pink apron did upset them a lot. So
they delegated to Larry though.
Yeah. But they have to go edit their YouTube video.
Maybe put a star wipe and that'll cover everything.
That's I guess what counts as a bad thing in the year 2020, huh?
when you are
to be clear,
go ahead.
Yeah. Barty definitely isn't a YouTube celeb. He's just aspiring. Just how he's aspiring. Right? Everything.
I was gonna say, like, he's an aspiring restaurateur.
His life is a bad outcome. So, like, I just give me a positive card. I'm fine with either.
I think everyone. It sounded like, at least from Larry's point of view, that everyone's gonna hop to it. So I think we'll give you a good one for now.
Oh, I'm not planning on changing my apron. So.
Well, it's suddenly not Barty's problem anymore. So I will note that there is a limited number of these positive, even though there's a whole deck of them. There's a max of 8 good ones and 8 bad ones that have to go out. So once we've got 8 out, we can only put out bad ones. Okay. Poor Larry's turn. We'll just pick up where we left off because I want to see what the relationship is here. And Jimmy, you can come in maybe somewhere in here, and I can haphazardly not control you either.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, Jimmy comes in on time, like into the walk-in behind you, like he's readjusting the strings on the apron to fit properly. I imagine that Stevie's probably a little ways taller than Jimmy is.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet! I'm so cool now.
Sorry that I had to side with the boss there, Stevie. I just he's in charge. He signs the paychecks, right? So if you can just change another apron, that would be really great. I personally,
how about this?
If it was me, Stevie, I would say pink is nice. We serve salmon.
Yeah,
but
we do. I have a solution, and it's this. And they turn the apron around, and it's like barely different on the other side, and they like, huh? And
well,
you can see
let me get the thing, and I like pull out the thing, and I like see where it is along from pale white to cream. Like, well, it's still looking a little pink. Stevie, it's still looking a little like it's a little pink.
But it's a little bit closer to rosé, and he did say rosé was mentioned
we we certainly serve rosé.
Yes, and salmon.
I mean,
so
if Jimmy's gonna interrupt, like if you put Stevie on the fish station, then
it'll be
like,
almost like it's coordinated.
Yeah, and like
Well, I
the
mean,
saturation of the actual fish will like make it seem
obviously
less...
I get final. I get to decide final who goes on what station, of course. But I mean, I'll take it under advisement. I'll take it all under advisement because that's what I want for my team. Is good suggestions like that. Listen, Jimmy, we're gonna. When's your shift done today, pal, buddy?
My shift. I think you got me working a double today.
I make the shifts. Right. So when your shift's done, which I totally know when that is, we're gonna have to. I need to have it's a chat, just a little chat. You know, it's not like a bad thing. Well.
Oh well, you know, my kid has a recital. Like I told you, they have a recital after that I've really got to get to.
Well, that's fine. We can make it really fast. That will make it really fast.
Okay. Yeah. If it's gonna be quick, sure. Whatever you want, boss. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, Jimmy. Thanks. And you're on the seafood station. That's a perfect solution.
Oh, me or Stevie?
Stevie.
Okay.
She's wearing the salmon apron.
That's right.
So you're gonna serve the.
I'm gonna ceviche up this joint. Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so good. You don't even know. I know that ceviche is not on the menu yet, but it's gonna be so good. You're gonna, a little off-menu item.
Well, no, I think we should stick to what's on the menu, set out by Bartholomew, because that's what's on the menu.
I mean, ceviche is tapas, though. But...
The menu is our map to the great ship that is. What is our restaurant's name? Is it just called Bartholomew's?
Don't have one. You can name it.
Well, I'm trying to play the toady role, so I'm just going to call it Bartholomew's, and it just sounds like what you would do. You changed your name. You came up with the restaurant name first, and then decided to change your name to it.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, that's something I would definitely do.
Yeah. You named yourself after your own restaurant name.
That way, when tapas is like kind of blows over, then you don't have to change the name of the restaurant.
That's right. Yeah.
Change the format.
It's on a banner hanging underneath, just in case it doesn't work. French Tapas, fine French Tapas cuisine.
On a banner.
No, just because you're not sure. So, yeah. On the ship that is Bartholomew's fine French Tapas, fine French Tapas cuisine. The menu is our map, and we got to follow the menu. So follow the menu, please. Just what's on the menu. Can I get a head nod? Can I get some kind of... I can't make you sign something, but I need you to just tell me out loud with your words that you heard what I said and you're going to do what I asked.
I heard what you said.
And because I'm the manager, you're going to do it. Yeah? Stevie?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That is so good. I'm glad. Acknowledgement is all I needed. Sometimes I feel like I'm invisible. Goodbye. Get to work. And then I go, I assume I have some kind of cramped office, and I head back there.
Oh, man, it's like the size of like a cube. Like, it's very, like, there's a high ceiling, but then it's like so stacked with like...
It has all the cleaning supplies in it.
I was gonna say you have to literally step over the janitor bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's actually the janitor bucket turned over is the chair I use. Yeah. It's at that point.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I was ineffective and useless. I don't know if there's anything what outcome you want to give me here, but
a pity positive card.
I know.
In my mind, I feel like it all went super smooth.
I mean, you got that meeting after Jimmy's shift on the books.
Yeah,
like,
and it's going to be really quick before you go to see your kid's recital.
Yeah.
So, but you're feeling really... Yeah.
Very, very, very casual.
I'd say that would be bad for Larry. I think he's sad. I think he's sad that he's gonna fire... Does he know that Jimmy has a kid?
Now?
Is this the first he's heard it? He does now, but is this the first he's heard about it?
I think this is the first you've heard about it. It might be the first time Stevie's heard about it too. Might be the first time anybody's heard about this kid.
Okay. Then this, I think, is
Yeah.
bad. It's very bad for Larry because it's going to make his life a lot harder because he's a sad man. Is that? I mean, I don't want to take my own, but does that
Poor
make sense?
sad
Negative?
Larry. Yeah, sure. Here, I'll fix it for you.
Yeah.
There you go. I got it
Thank
for you. I have this gift for you here.
Oh, thank you. It's just a card that says negative on it.
Enjoy.
The best gift.
I know
Happy
you're
birthday.
welcome. It's also Larry's birthday today.
He got promoted, and it was the worst thing that ever happened to him ever.
Oh my god.
That's where things spiraled out. Okay, that's Larry's first turn.
Lovely.
All right.
And now it is Kevin. Jimmy.
Let me see here.
Oh, role-playing games.
And like I could set a scene with anybody. It's not just the
You don't
cards
even have to
adjacent
pull
mine,
people
right?
in. You can,
Yeah.
you can do flashbacks
Dictated.
as well if you want to jump to something that was happening earlier.
Yeah, you can
Mhm.
time skip. You can do just you. You can have other people in your scene.
Yeah, like if you need one of us to play like someone who's not named, something like
Yeah.
that, we
Yeah.
can do that too.
Gotcha.
Or you can just dictate whatever goes on
Like
between
an
us.
angry
Like,
customer or something.
Yeah, you're
Mhm.
in control if you set the scene. But you can also ask for the outcome. Like, hey, I want a positive outcome at the end of the scene, and then
Someone else set the scene. Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I think Jimmy is like restocking the bar, getting the champagne out for brunch for the mimosas, or he's supposed to be anyway. And he's on his phone. He's looking up pictures of of children tap dancing recitals, like to back up his story.
Yeah.
And I think Bartholomew kind of walks out like having done some of his editing and need to go get a replacement battery or get his little charger puck for his phone for his selfie stick. And he sees Jimmy like on his phone behind the bar, like with these with this crate of not yet unpacked champagne bottles. And suddenly Jimmy like notices as Bartholomew's walking up, and he drops his phone, and then he like kind of he clambers to look like he's busy putting these champagne bottles away or presenting them.
I hand you back your phone. I feel like I'm the one who catches it or something as you're like trying to scramble for it. I'm like, oh, don't worry about that, Jimmy. I got that for you. Here you go.
Oh, thanks so much, boss. Yeah.
Oh, please.
Thank you.
I'm not your boss. I'm your friend. I put my hand on your shoulder.
Speaking of, do you think sometime like maybe after lunch rush I could talk to you in your office for a moment?
I mean, today's not that not a good day. I'm kind of busy. Like cut to my calendar. It's totally free. And I go back. I'm like, yeah, but yeah, didn't your, but I didn't, I never actually, I'm so sorry. It slipped my mind. Like I remember last week you said your grandmother died, and I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah. My grandma, she had she caught the thing that was going around. Yeah. And it was real bad, and we had the funeral and everything. It was real quiet and real private, and so it did, I might as well say it since we might have time later. It did cost quite a bit. You think I could maybe get I've been working here for a while, and we've lost some staff, and I've taken on some more responsibilities. You think I could maybe get like a little bit of
That's super great, Jimmy. Yeah, I really appreciate all the effort that you do here. I just like to talk over you.
Yeah.
Just ignore your question.
Yeah, and I appreciate that you appreciate that, boss. Yeah, and if you ever need help with your editing or anything like that, or
can you actually sit or stand right here next to the bottle? No, not that, over here. And I'm like trying to like frame you clearly, like I'm gonna take a picture with your camera.
With
you. Like us together.
Okay. Yeah, it's you just press the button on the side, and that's real zoomed in. Okay.
No, that's right. Trust, this is what they're doing on TikTok now. So we're like smiling while I'm saying.
Isn't that owned by China? But okay.
Where do you think I got this champagne? It's like, as click as we take some shots. Oh, that's good. Listen, could you email me those?
Yeah. As soon as I have time. Yeah, sure, boss, or buddy.
I like don't leave. I'm like waiting for you to email me them impatiently.
Oh,
Like,
now okay.
yeah, you know.
Yeah. And he will like
It's
go and
no, my personal one.
okay.
Grim
Yes.
Reaper D420 at yahoo.net.
Oh, Yahoo. Okay, I thought it was AOL. Okay, sure. Yeah. All right. You should.
No. D is DE3. Sorry. Yeah, I'm like literally like telling you how to type this. Like I'm like hovering over you as you're doing this.
I mean, do you want to just enter it? I mean,
no, you got this. You're good. Look.
Okay. Do you want me to like CC
I know that
your professional one or Larry on this?
No. that guy. I love Larry. He runs a good ship. But he's not a people person like me. He doesn't get it. And well, hopefully I kind of got 3 new followers today. That maybe this picture will give you a little additional boost, and maybe there might be a future in social media for you or something,
Yeah, if you wanna tag me on that, maybe I'll give you a follow.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Good job, sport.
Yeah. Thanks, boss. I'll just get these put away with the made in China part facing the wall.
Yeah, that's great. Fine. I'm not paying attention. I'm on my phone, like getting ready to looking at the pictures.
Yeah, and I'm just desperately like sweating, just waiting for you to walk away. Please go away. Like you're not gonna give me what I want. Please go.
No. I deliberately know that I asked Larry to fire you, and I'm thinking that I'm paying you with exposure so that you could get an easier job after this with the selfie. Is literally what my thoughts are with Bartholomew right now. That this is your raise. This is your benefit.
So optimistic.
Yeah. So does Bartholomew genuinely think he's being nice here?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
I'm literally helping you.
Literally.
He just got 3 more followers, Stevie. So give him he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm paying you in exposure.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna tag Stevie and not Jimmy. In that.
Well, I mean, I feel like too much time being spent with Bartholomew is almost always bad. So maybe that's, and I don't know if you got that raise. So
no, I didn't even get to meeting, or all I got was like a picture taking up more data on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, he owes you 50 cents for the upload.
Yeah.
Now it's always gonna autofill his email whenever I type anything starting with a D. Like
and the restaurant absolutely does not support like staff Wi-Fi or anything like that. So
of course not.
Everything
the service in the restaurant's terrible.
Perfect. Amazing. I mean, that went very poorly, as it should. In this game.
As intended.
Yep. Okay, so I think it's back to me. And you know what we haven't gotten to investigate yet? Our illegal relationship. So am I assume I'm the kitchen. It specifically says the kitchen drug dealer, so that's just the staff person that. So I guess that's me.
Yeah, you got the connects.
Yeah. to Bartholomew, who literally is what did you say? Like Dragon Master 420? What was it? Grim Reaper, sad boy 420. Dark memes, dank memes 420. So am I
Here go.
Is it like it is like the middle of lunch rush and I'm outside on a smoke break? Like it is.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like Stevie.
Yeah.
So am I looking for you?
I don't
Maybe
know.
behind the restaurant is where the best lighting is.
How does this connect work? Unless we literally do it in the kitchen in plain sight of everyone. Is this like, I don't know. Is this like a handoff, a pickup, a discussion for another time? Because I could literally like be working the line. You know, I'm working on Fish Station today. I've got my mise en place. It's all going on here. I've already started plating. I'm doing fine. And if you come over and you need something, I'm literally just gonna like raise up a foot backwards, open the door with the back, like what the reverse fridge door with the back of my foot, and like in there point to like a bag of what is not illegal in Canada. I'm just gonna say, based on your name, I think this might be what you require. I'm keeping it fresh.
I love that Bartholomew thinks that he's such a badass for smoking weed. It's probably legal too. It probably is legal. Or recently.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's probably that sort of like, I'm literally coming over to you, like trying to be cool and discreet when you know that this is obviously me. You know what I need. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, hey Stevie, you know, hey, listen, I wanted to ask you some stuff. How's it going back here?
I literally am like, I have like a knife in one hand and I'm like just chopping unreasonably quickly, like right by my hand. And I'm like, it is great. Is there
cool
slide move next thing chopping? Is there something you would like that I can help you with right now?
I mean, there's something that like I need, but like kind of need, but you know, but also like, you know.
So do you need it or do you not need it? Because there's a difference in between those two things.
I mean, well, I think I need it, and I think I can look the other way about your apron color.
Oh, really? So, I could continue. This can be my thing now. I can have the salmon apron.
I mean, I'm going to rush, and like today, yeah, I'd be fine for today.
At some point,
you don't like move at all. And you're like, this week. I'm like I'm bidding against myself, you know?
Yeah.
At some point, Larry would be by to grab a bunch of plates, and he'd be like, be a door, not a window. All right, bud? Okay, yeah. Then he'd like scoot by, and he'd be completely oblivious to what was going on.
Is that guy always that rude?
Yeah, that's right. The mouth on that one, you would not believe.
You know,
that's your manager.
So recommended.
You hired that. You hired him.
Yeah, but no one told me that he was. When I interviewed him, I mean, you should have talked to the last guy who was general manager. Like, no one warned me that he was so sassy.
The sauce I got here, nothing compared to Larry. Saucy, that one.
Yeah. Larry leans in the little back into the kitchen and he says,
anyways, like,
I just want to say thanks. You're all doing a great job, especially Jimmy. And
yeah, we heard you, Larry. We got it. You don't need to keep on.
For new viewers of Fiasco Friday, this is what happens to every one of my characters always. The nicer they are, the more they are just like shoved down into the ground.
That's how Fiasco works, though.
It is. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anytime I've tried to play a nice character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you have to be ruthless.
I know what I've done.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You're fine.
As Larry like pokes in to say like those nice things, Jimmy's station is just like flaring up when there should be no fire at all.
You're doing dishes, Jimmy. Oh my god.
Speaking of dank sauces, I mean, so we got a deal? I'll let you read the apron for a week? 2 weeks?
Yeah,
Three?
you know, I really think I look good in this, and I really think it could be a signature thing, you know?
Yeah, sure, cool. So
Yeah.
you got the stuff, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Sauce?
And I like go into the fridge and pull out a plate, and on the plate, like all like dressed up and like it's looking like
It's
garnish.
plated.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's plated and it is gorgeous. And I slide it to you. Have at it. It's good stuff. Let me
best.
tell.
You're the best.
I know. I
Magnifique. And yeah, so then I would take the plate and be like, I'll be in my car.
I
You have to go
a-
box for that, boss?
No, this is for my my grandma. Dude, yeah, she's
Oh, does she have the thing too? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. The scene ends with Larry
medicinal.
going into the fridge and opening up. He's like, "Oh, are we refrigerating the oregano now? Is this a French thing?"
Larry, don't touch that.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Nope.
It's unsanitary.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He has gloves on all the time.
I do that thing where you like ding the bell. I'm like, Larry, I have 4 plates waiting to go out.
Okay, I'm on it.
Larry's not a server.
Does all the serving, but he's not a server.
Yeah.
Good, good ending for.
I
Yeah,
get
I'm
to
feeling-
keep my pink apron, but I can
Yeah.
take a
I feel like you
negative.
deserve. I feel
No,
like you
I think
deserve
that's
a
good.
positive.
Let's get rid of all these good
That seems
ones
like a
so that the
positive.
second act just tanks.
It's my signature pink apron now, which thanks, Jimmy. Like,
You're welcome.
I love it. It's so good.
It's a signature. For me, it's a fireable offense.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm going to ask you all to set a scene for me, but I want a negative scene.
Okay.
I've got an idea. Try and get a leg up for old Larry if I can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you got your own office? Has Bartholomew got his own office? I imagine.
Of course.
Yeah, and it's lush. It's lush.
You are
Yeah.
not there often enough to like need a full-time office, but you have an office that's twice as big as Larry's, who's there.
If it had
morning,
been
noon, and
split
night.
down the middle, we each could have had our own office, and the janitor wouldn't have had to step over my desk. But you made it into one big one. So I'm pushing the mop bucket by because I'm probably also the janitor, and I see that you're in your office, and I'm like, haha, boss, hey. So I just, you're the entrepreneur here, and I'm just, the humble first mate on the SS Bartholomew, So I'd like to ask for some tips. I've set up a professional meeting with Jimmy after. We don't have a lot of time.
One second, mate. Nope. No, dude. God. And then you see like my face like go from like good to just absolutely like terrible.
Mm-hmm. What's the matter? What's up, boss? Can I help?
Just work related as I alt tab out of a WoW raid.
Oh, I see. Except I
And we
don't
just
see.
wiped.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm your guy if you need a hand with that. But yeah, I'm talking to Jimmy after his shifts is done. He doesn't have a lot of time. Did you know that he has a kid? That's really gonna make things really hard for me. But basically, I'm just asking for your expertise. Like, how do I fire Jimmy?
Okay.
And I mean, like, what exact words do I say? And can you do it for me? just a joke. It's just a joke. I'm gonna do it because you told me to. Because you're the boss.
Right. Look. All right.
He pulls like a notebook out, a notepad out.
All right, Larry.
Larry. Right. Oh, I don't need to write that. That's me. I'm just, and you can see like sweat dripping off of his
Look,
palms.
you gotta establish dominance is the first thing.
Okay.
All right.
I really thought that came along with the job title, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
No, it's more about here. 1 second. And I go to my shelf, and there's 3 books on it. and I give you one of the 3 books, and it's like some terrible. No, it's not even terrible. It's probably like The Art of War. It's like Sun Tzu or something that I've never read before,
Mhm.
right? And I'm like, this book is what every entrepreneur has to read. And listen, this book is so full of wisdom. It's so good that I've yet to open its pages. It's because I'm saving it, but I want you to look this over and just hold it and let it just treat it like you would like a marinade, and just being around it, it will infuse its wisdom into you. Okay, so just do that. Do that while I tell you what to say.
Larry
Okay?
tentatively takes the book and tucks it into the apron so that it's like mostly sticking out, and so you can see the Art of War, like the title of the book is
If I did read the book, I'm sure it would say that the trick is that you have to always establish dominance, even after you've established dominance.
So first establish dominance and then
Establish more dominance.
do it again.
So like, when it comes to the conversations, when it comes to personal relationships, eye contact is extremely important. And what people don't tell you is that blinking is a sign of weakness. So whatever you do, don't blink. Especially when you're going to fire somebody.
Right.
And then you say, you put your hand on their shoulder, right hand.
I would try and do that to you, and then I imagine you swat it away.
Don't touch me.
Right.
Right hand, left shoulder. Say, it's been real, but I'm gonna have to let you go now.
And then a hug, right? Like a hug?
I mean,
firm, fatherly.
Hug is a little too personal. Like, that's what I would say if I was breaking up with somebody.
Okay. On this is really good stuff, and I'm writing it all down. On the scale of 0 to 10, how much crying is acceptable when it comes to the person doing the firing? And then I very eagerly bring the notepad up. Because I mean, it's not weak to show compassion, right?
Well, every YouTube video I've ever seen about firing people, usually the person doing the firing is not crying.
Okay. So it's not a good time to shake that paradigm up. Okay.
No, in fact, they typically dab afterwards.
Look, I did that whole Harlem Shake video with you guys, and I didn't really understand. I mean, I really feel like I was the weak link there.
Yeah, you really were. You really, really were.
And so, and then the dish boy, dish guy, he was trying to teach me to floss, which was not what I was expecting it to be. And then, but so the dab, is it like semaphore signals? Like, what am I doing?
Larry, again, right hand, left shoulder.
Right.
About dominance. And if you can't dab for dominance, how can you call yourself a general manager? Listen, running a restaurant is running an army. And you aren't just a general manager. You're the manager general.
Okay, I usually go for a boat metaphor, but I can switch to the military.
Yeah. All right. Look.
So Eric, this was supposed to end bad for you. So
yeah, it is. And I'm gonna say,
okay.
And listen, and if that's still not enough, I have something that can put a little confidence.
Right.
A little
oh, well, I mean,
morale. A little morale booster. Wink. Strong elbow nudge to you, like way too aggressively strong.
I'm not gonna lie, anything would help right now, boss.
Yeah. Are you cool? Like, as player thing, I'm gonna offer you cocaine. Is that cool? Like, is that something you want to go down that road?
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I don't know.
I know. I'm not always on line or reveal, but obviously, I just wanted to ask, just make sure.
No. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's what I would do. Like,
Eric, look, give me some cocaine.
Yeah. I usually save this stuff for parties, man. But look, you're gonna be a soldier. Here you go. And I think Larry on cocaine is a bad outcome. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
and
all. That's all I'm saying.
I figured out what my scene is. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Larry on cocaine is a bad outcome. Agreed.
Do we refrigerate the baking soda along with the oregano?
There's a whole section of the fridge that Stevie has just blocked off. I feel like
we put everything in there, Jimmy. We put everything in the fridge now. Everything goes in the fridge. Cocaine is a drug that makes you a little manic, right? It does make you manic. I don't. Yeah. I only know the movies. Okay, cool. Okay, that was the scene.
All right, you losers. If I wipe one more time on Onomore, blah blah blah, it cuts back.
That's where the Wi-Fi goes, just to your office.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's why this. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Larry's scene is going to be maybe about an hour later, and he doesn't know how to do the thing that he's been given. You gave me like a little bag or something, but I know what it is, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. So I'm looking around and I'm trying to find someone who might be able to tell me, because asking the boss is a sign of weakness. The only person I can find is Jimmy. So even though the drugs are for me to get the confidence to fire him later, I need him to teach me what I'm supposed to do with it. So maybe you're on your break, Jimmy, and I come out and I like try to lean up against the wall, really cool, alongside you. And I'm like, hey, Jimbo, can I bum one of those?
Yeah, never call me that again, please.
Sorry, Jimmy. Sorry, of course.
Thank you.
You know, I don't smoke. I don't know why I did that, and I hand it back to you. And the end of it is soaked with nerve flops. And
Jimmy does not put it back in the box. He just kind of lays it on like a milk carton, or milk crate to the side.
You're gonna want to air that out. But I recently got in. I've decided that I'm gonna try out something a little tougher. One of those.
I mean, they passed that bill, right? Like, and you can grow it in your own, and I mean that.
Jimmy, tougher.
I mean,
and then I like pull open the thing and I pull out the little thing and I say, "It's tougher than that, Jimmy." I don't know why I'm doing this, but this is what I'm.
What do you think that is?
It's nose candy, Jimmy.
No.
Yeah. Like 7 names for it.
Yeah, I'm Googling more.
Sweet sugar.
Is Larry literally Googling it in this conversation? I mean, are you sure? Who'd you get it from? Are you sure you got the genuine article there?
I got this powder from someone I trust. Wouldn't think about doing it otherwise. When I do this bump, Jimmy, I want to make sure I do it right.
Well,
you gotta help.
You're asking me to help you do nose candy.
Yeah, the big C. It's the big C, and I just, how you've got your kids' recital, which is really exciting. I have a thing I have to do after work too, after the thing with you, and I just feel like this will take the edge off.
Okay. Well, if it is what you think it is, I've heard from some people that you might want you can rub it on your gums instead of up your nose.
So it's gum candy too.
Yes, or there are other places with you know what? No, you don't want to try other places besides your nose and not gums. Yeah, just a little bit on your gums. I'll allegedly, according to people that I know that you don't, that I forget their names if anybody asks.
I see my love Eric Vulgaris is around.
Jimmy, this means a lot to me because I was probably just gonna stir it in a drink like Metamucil. So
Yeah,
if,
that'd be bad. I if you, I think that'd be bad.
do you know what? I think I'm gonna offer you some, Jimmy, as a thank you.
You know what? I'm good. I have an allergy
You've got an
to
allergy to snow? I didn't know that was possible. What if
yeah.
I have what's gonna happen if I take it and I've got an allergy, Jimmy, and I start like coming close, too close?
I think the only way to know if you have an allergy is to actually try it. Like, you don't know you're allergic to bee stings until you get stung by a bee. So, and I'm here, and I have my phone nearby. If anything happens to you, and we got the first aid kit and all that, and yeah. What's the number? What's the Canadian 911? Is it 911?
We have the same 911.
Okay.
I just laughed so loud at that. What's the Canadian 911? I adore you.
It's 911A.
A.
Yeah. So
How do you dial it?
Larry, I think that's one again. I don't know. Larry puts his whole finger into it, and because of the flop sweat, a lot of it, his whole finger just gets covered in cocaine. And then he just sort of just like shoves it into his face and just starts rubbing it all over the inside. And so this is where I'll request my negative or positive card, and I'll decide what happens based on that.
I mean, negative.
Yeah, you did a lot of cocaine for the first time.
Okay.
Not that
I didn't
the
want
player,
to assume.
know anything about doing cocaine.
Any advice would be great. So Larry's like, well, I don't feel anything, and then like my pupils just start to grow like huge, and I say, work's gonna go a lot faster with 3 of you, Jimmy. This is good. This is good.
Yeah.
Cocaine's supposed to make you feel invincible.
I mean, if it is what you think it is, and you know what? I hear Stevie calling me. I think my 20s
really
up, Larry.
Sweaty hands grab onto your shirt and pull you in, and I say, everything's gonna be fine, Jimmy. You're gonna come out of this all right, I promise. And then I like push you off to the side and I burst back in, and you can hear me like shouting orders at people inside.
Yeah.
Is dinner gonna be that bad?
And scene.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. That's what you get. You gave Larry cocaine. He's feeling good.
I don't know how to feel about this. I'm scared of Larry on cocaine.
Let's do a quick card count here. We've got 1, 2, 3 positive and 4 negative. Okay. So Kevin, you get the last scene of Act 1.
I just hold on. I feel like when Larry took cocaine, just like Van Halen starts playing.
Yeah.
Something just like
it has to be something suitably out of date.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like suitably out of date drug fueled music that Larry would think is the baddest of asses.
Yeah. There's definitely a wah-wah kind of pedal sound that happens when his eyes dilate. Yeah.
I'm going to pass the buck, and I would like you all to set Jimmy up for a negative scene.
You said a negative?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we should save your getting fired until later, until after the flop. So
I feel like we're heading towards a single day, right? Like this is sort of going to take place over one day at the.
I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Unless Larry just fails at firing Jimmy.
Yeah, but
I think you have an opportunity. Maybe you have an opportunity to steal some of that personal liquor stash like near the end of your time.
Oh my god, and because this is Bartholomew and it's all fancy, it's not even actually good quality stuff. It's the stuff the internet thinks is cool. That's the kind of like expensive liquor that Bartholomew has. It's like the crap that's in like a crystal skull and like something with like, you know what I mean? Like
like I am. If there's a burning wheel belief for Bartholomew, it's that it's style over substance always.
Yeah.
You know, like, so like anything that's just really bougie and just terrible, just for the aesthetics, it would be absolutely something I would grab.
Yeah.
He bought an empty bottle of like Pappy Van Winkle off the internet and refilled it with like shitty Jack.
Of course, like that's anything, especially, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't just order it from China that someone did it.
Yeah.
Like I ordered it off like the dark web.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You order off what you think is the dark web, and like it's actually some like, you know,
what the guy at GameStop told you was the dark web.
Yeah, it's like a group of young
one of my WoW guild members told me about it.
Yeah,
it's a link to like www.dark.web or something like that. Is it really this easy?
Are you Grim Reaper D?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Have we got a scene? Are we gonna set up a scene where Jimmy's gonna steal some stuff?
So what would
that's the vague idea I had for the scene. I don't know.
I don't think he has an inclination that he's getting fired, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like motivation, like what is it something like, would Jimmy do this like only if it's like really simple? Like is it like literally the dark Bartholomew's dark web connection is coming to like deliver it, and literally you're outside having another smoke break, and so they're like, take this in for me, and so you could very easily just like yoink one of them. Like,
what if there's a situation where it looks like you're stealing and you're not, but then really cool Stevie comes out and sees you and then kind of pushes you over the edge of actually stealing it? You know what I mean? Because she makes you feel like you're gonna be cool if you do it, and then you're like, okay, something like that. So there's kind of a trade-off. You look good in front of Stevie, but you end up actually stealing something when you don't want to. So.
Oh, were you just like putting something away? Were you doing like, because people always get in this game, you don't get rewarded for doing good things. You get punished. So.
Or what if part of the scene is, or like, what if Jimmy finds out that he's gonna get fired? He's not getting fired, but like he figures it out.
Ooh, well, what if like Larry just says it? Like, what if Hi Larry is like, man, thank you so much. Like, I was really upset about having to fire you later, but like,
and then it's like, the now what do you do? Because it's not gonna happen yet.
Yeah,
I think I don't know if Larry would have screamed it at his face, but I think it's written on Larry's calendar.
Yeah,
like so. Maybe you stumble across it there, and it's like, you can do this, Larry, like written underneath it and underlined, and it's like fire.
Like Super High Larry tells Jimmy to go get something from his office, and Jimmy's just being a nosy prick. So he sees the calendar open right there. He's like, oh. And Larry has like printed out a template of like a script on how to fire people.
The plan for firing.
Yeah.
And there's a book that's like, so you have to fire Jimmy. It's the name of the book.
It's so specific.
Yeah. Yeah,
right,
sure. I grab you and I say, Jimmy, you know what we're going to do? We haven't done it in a really long time. We're going to clean every inch of this place. We're going to clean every inch until it's sparkling, Jimmy. Go to my office.
At the end of... Okay, yeah.
Go to my office. We'll just clean around people, Jimmy. And when they leave, we'll clean the spots they leave empty. We can work this out together. Everything's going to be fine between you and me, Jimmy. Everything's going to be fine. Just go and grab the cleaning stuff from my office.
But... You know, yeah, sure, Larry, sure, yeah. I mean, yeah, go to the bar and get some water, Larry. I think, yeah, you look kind of, get some water.
Sure. I'll get some more water, Jimmy, on it. you don't. You're worried about what that means, and he runs off.
And Jimmy climbs over the mop bucket and like moves a stack of like credit card receipts and all this shit, and like grabs some of the bleach and some sponges, and sees this notepad with notes on like how to fire Jimmy. He's like, what the fuck, you motherfucker. It's like looking around, looks at the bleach bottle and like looks, is this flammable? Huh. No. And he, you know what, Jimmy does hi Larry leave the keys to the cash register in his office.
Oh yeah, I mean, whatever you need for your scene. Larry's an idiot,
Yeah.
so yeah, obviously he would do whatever you needed. He would bumble through whatever you needed to get this done.
Yeah. Jimmy's just gonna grab the cash register key and like
there is a little tag on it says "Do not take." That's the only defense that he has put up, is that is a little plead to the person looking at it to not take it.
And he takes a copy of the back door key, and he kind of just he puts everything right back in place, and he walks out. He's like, hey, Stevie, Larry wants us to clean before dinner prep.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah. You might get that started. I just gotta go do something up front real quick. Ask yeah, and
in your groove.
Stevie like takes out like an entire industrialized size box of saran wrap and like pulls the shutters down on like the food line, puts it across the seal between the food line and the cutting boards, and then just takes an entire bucket of like sanitizer water and throws it across the top so that it just washes over everything but doesn't get into the food. Done. Problem solved.
I'm so scared to eat at places now.
Larry leans in.
That reference sounds eerily suspicious.
I've not worked on many food lines. What are you talking about?
Larry pokes his head into the kitchen and says, "Efficiency. I love efficiency." And he like high fives you.
Ha! That was Larry. When'd you get cool?
I've always been cool. And I like.
No, you definitely have not.
Well, I am now, and I run off again. There's just like a sonic blur around the restaurant.
All right, yeah. So hold on a second. Does Larry? I have a question about what you're wearing, and versus what does cocaine Larry wear? Because on one hand, I'm thinking like Mr. Rogers sweater, and now I think cocaine Larry is like 3 buttons on deep, no sweater.
Because it's also suddenly,
and then you got cold, so you buttoned them all wrong.
I was gonna say it's also like suddenly like it's too hot in here for sweaters, and like Larry literally ripped it off. Like after making that exclamation.
Don't do drugs, kids, by the way.
And he's got a dish rag tied around his forehead. Rambo style.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, there we go. There had to be some sort. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
yeah,
that's how
I
we
like
know
the idea that his shirt is constantly being unbuttoned and buttoned up again. That's hilarious because he's like, no, too hot now, too hot. Yeah, I like that too. So his shirt's sort of unbuttoned but buttoned up wrong as well.
Hey Jimmy, did you notice Larry got cool?
Yeah, Larry did a bunch of cocaine outside.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow, we buried the lead there.
I mean, Jimmy doesn't give a shit about Larry anymore.
Yeah.
Not that he did before, but
yeah. A new customer, I see. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
You came in?
What's the non-emergency line for the cops? Real quick. No reason, you know.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, exactly.
You gonna call the cops, Jimmy?
No, it's just good to have, you know. It's good to have on hand in case like we see some raccoons in the
You
storeroom
know,
or something?
Jimmy, it's not a good idea to call the cops in non-emergency situations.
You know what, Scotty? Yeah, or Stevie? Yes, you're right.
Scotty, I like that.
You're right, Stevie. I forget I said anything. I didn't see anybody do any cocaine. Nope. I don't know why anybody would think that.
Of course. No one would ever do any sort of illegal substances in this location.
No, not in this location or any other related locations or any locations related to any of the people that work here or frequent this facility. Of course
Definitely not.
not.
But
Yep.
also, if you need anything, let me know.
So no, I'm good. You might finish this up. Like I said, I gotta do something out
sure,
front
you're good.
at the bar.
I got this.
And Jimmy's gonna walk out and sees Larry. It's like, Larry, you know, Bart, he needs to see you.
Bart needs to see me. Man, I love that guy.
Something about scheduling meetings after work or something like that.
I gotta shake his hand. I gotta shake it, and I'll shake it real good, and then I just move to the back.
Yeah, and Jimmy's gonna go over to the bar and open up the register and start taking some tips.
Perfect.
Get a little bit of severance.
Jimmy's Breaking Bad, I guess is what's happening here. Yeah.
Seems fair enough.
All right. Cool. That is the end of Act 1. And Jimmy, have you gotten your second negative card yet? No, I will deal it to you. Boom. So, do we want to do the tilt before break or after we come back for break?
Let's do the tilt now. I'm fine doing it now.
Okay.
Unless we gotta go to the bathroom.
It gives us.
It's also not. I'm a guest. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You're totally fine.
I'm just like super excited.
We used to do it over break because it took such a long time to reset things up. So in this case, all we're gonna do is flip over our cards and add the numbers together that are shown on them, and then that will determine the choices.
That's
that are
fun.
made. Yeah.
Flip card. I love that. Can I just say?
Oh. Yeah, obviously you flip the positive and negative cards. Not, I knew that. I flipped the need cards like there was
dummy. Something hidden under there for you. Like,
yeah.
Oh dang!
I didn't plan that far ahead. Okay. If you have two cards of the same color, you're just gonna add them together. If you have two different colored cards, you're gonna take whatever the highest number is and subtract it from the low. Let's do the lowest number and subtract it from the highest number. So most of us have only the same color cards. Only Eric has two different ones. So, for example, I have a red 3 and a red 4, so that means I've got red 7.
Standing by.
Red 7 standing by.
Amazing.
Kevin, you got red 2.
Yep.
And Jess, you got blue 2.
I got blue 3.
Oh, blue 3, pardon me. And then Eric, you have blue 3 and red 1, so you've got blue 2. Yeah. So the highest red and the highest blue results get to choose from all the cards that have been flipped over the tilts. But if you got the highest blue, you have to choose a blue card. If you've got the highest red, you got to choose the red card.
Okay.
That's
so. Jess has the high blue, and I've got the high red.
I kind of want this one that I'm seeing right here.
Somebody jumps to the wrong conclusion. All right. It's done. And I'm going to choose a dangerous animal gets loose.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have to. Magnificent self-destruction is going to happen. It's just going to happen. So I'm going to choose a dangerous animal gets loose because that's an actual tilt.
Why do we have an 8? Okay, well, we'll figure this out.
We'll figure it out. So everyone, except for the ones that were chosen, which I guess were both of Eric's, just flip your cards back down because they don't matter now. They'll matter again at the end of the game, but and make sure they're still over near you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So these are still your cards, and they still contribute to your end game, Eric. But they also represent our chosen tilt for the middle. So these are the very large wrenches in the works. Yeah, which we'll have to incorporate, and we can talk about on break.
Awesome.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I gotta say, pretty impressed at the streamlining of this game, because as the guy who had to roll a bunch of dice in the halfway mark to
Previously.
reset it, this is
yeah.
good.
I'm really enjoying the way you've set this up.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Well, thank you. I wasn't looking for that. I was talking about how good the Fiasco design was.
Both can be true.
It's true. It's true.
They did a good thing, and then you took their good thing and you made it so that we could use it here.
Right. Send that message back to Roll20, Eric. We can edit that out on YouTube. So that's the halfway mark, I think, and then we'll be back.
Yeah, perfect. So we're gonna take a quick break. Y'all should do the same. Don't forget to hydrate, do a stretch if you've been sitting down for a while. We'll be back in like 10 minutes and finish up this story. So thanks for hanging out. We'll see you in a second. Or 10 minutes.
What is time?
No, time doesn't matter anymore. Hello, we're back. How's it going? How was your break? We also took a break. Quinky dink, look at that.
They always line up like that.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Isn't that so great?
Really weird.
Science can't explain it.
Works out so well. So yeah, y'all don't forget to hydrate. Take care of you. But we're back now, and bad stuff's probably gonna happen. And by bad stuff, I mean great stuff.
I will do a quick count here.
A dangerous animal getting loose.
I know, I still want to know how this happened.
It's got to be dangerous to a restaurant, you know? 5 bad and 3 good. So we can do 5 more good scenes and 3 more bad scenes. So let's savor them.
5 bad, 3 good?
3 bad, 5 good is what's left to choose from.
Okay.
3 bad, 5 good. Yeah.
We started with so many positive scenes, and it was just negative.
Oh, this went bad.
Morgan,
like my life.
Morgan in chat just said, "Is Larry on cocaine not just the dangerous animal?"
Actually,
the first scene opens with me ripping the shirt off completely. Yeah.
To be fair, the last time we did have this card before, like, well, not card. This was when it was like dice. Back in the day of dice and Fiasco.
In the primitive before times.
Yeah, we did one where we were on a theater and the dangerous animal getting loose was someone in a bear costume.
Yeah. Who got shot by a real rifle. As well, a stage rifle that was loaded.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a stage rifle and it got replaced.
There was a play. It was a play.
Yeah.
Was the play Midsummer?
No, they ripped it off from us, actually.
Media these days.
That hack Shakespeare.
You know, one person puts on a show and then everyone hears about it and they all got to make their own.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, Jess, I think you're leading us off here.
It's me! Okay, so what are the two things are that, sorry, I'm trying to get them on screen so everyone can see them. Nice. We have mayhem, a dangerous animal gets loose. Paranoia, someone jumps to the wrong conclusion. Gosh. I'm trying to think of like situations where there's a dangerous animal, and once again, like I don't mean to be a jerk, and you can totally nix this, but my mind goes to Bartholomew Dark Web, like picking up a cool pet, like
Bartholomew Dark Web is my Shadowrun character.
I think all of us wrote that down in our NPC notes. I think Bartholomew Dark Web is the next drow that I'm introducing. Yeah, definitely.
Oh god, this is terrible.
He seems like the kind of guy who could walk into the restaurant with a chimp on his shoulder. I'm just saying.
It could also be.
What up, YouTube? It's me and Chimpy.
He's wearing a little server's outfit.
Yeah.
Our newest employee.
I don't know, that or like a mascot, or it could just be like some sort of
rats. I think rats are dangerous to the business.
That's
of the company.
true.
So.
If you're doing just
I mean, I'm
dangerous
cool
to
with the
business.
chimpanzee. I would totally come in with a chimpanzee and surprise everybody. Nothing says French Tapas like a chimpanzee mascot. Look, this.
Well, I mean, if you
seems
get
right
the accordion
themselves.
and the little fez, then
Yeah,
that's,
this
how
seems
much
right
more French could you be?
Yeah, monkey shines.
It's actually trained to play like classic Italian tunes though on the accordion.
Italian tunes, yeah.
Classic Italian tunes or classic Italian tunes.
I had to bring in another like that.
Yeah.
It needs to continue extending.
Right.
So it can't remain streamlined. No, only these two culture mix-em-ups. That's not enough. We need more.
It plays Funicula over and over again.
I was gonna say, does any Vivaldi? It really knows all of Vivaldi's music.
That's pretty impressive.
It is. It's
I
truly
paid a lot
amazing.
of money. I mortgaged the restaurant for it.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Bartholomew Dark Web is a walking fiasco.
Okay. I'm just trying to think. We have those two tilts. We've done some
Don't forget,
drug deals.
We got those kickers to look at too, if you want an idea.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I'm like zooming in on the kickers. Like, we haven't had any customers yet, but I don't really care. I think our stories are already good enough without customers, honestly.
Yeah. Customers just get in the way.
It's the least interesting part of the story.
Yeah, it seriously is. I love that your character and someone else is in the walk-in cooler. What's that smell? It's the drugs. Duh. Like, it's we're not even being like hush hush about this now. Everyone in this place now officially knows.
I mean, this is just an Applebee's. We're not even in the fiasco territory yet. This is just a typical.
Yeah, it's true. Amazing.
I mean,
you know what? Go ahead.
You and Larry could be interviewing Jimmy's replacement out front.
Yeah, that's an interesting scene.
Just
That
the
is.
chimpanzee Jimmy's replacement.
Oh, you know what this place really needs?
Heroin?
One thing I don't got in the fridge right now.
Do you want us to set a scene up for you, or do you?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll let y'all set a scene up for me, and I'm gonna say I
good or bad?
Negative. I've had it too good so far. I've had it too good. That's unacceptable behavior in Fiasco.
Well, I like Kevin's idea that of an interview, that we're interviewing the new person.
Why am I there for that though?
Because you're the one that's sticking around in the kitchen.
Yeah, you know more about what he's gonna do than Larry knows. Plus, Larry needs supervision.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's.
Eric, do you want to play the new guy? The new person? Okay.
Totally.
You'll invent this character on the fly.
Yeah, totally.
Based on the questions we ask.
So this is happening in the downtime between, like, we already did lunch. So this is happening at like 2 or 3 when you're in between like lunch and dinner. Maybe 3:30.
Sure. There is a sweating,
hanging out,
panting, unblinking, middle-aged man sitting across from you. He has a bandana around his head, and he looks like he just got out of Nam. Like he just got on the helicopter.
He's seen some shit. His eyes are just like.
What is this person's name?
Oh my god.
I mean, I was gonna pick like Kathy.
Yeah.
And Kathy is like a single mom. Just like big glasses, bigger smile, just full of sunshine and rainbows, and this does not belong in a
Oh,
fiasco
yeah.
Yeah, just the
whatsoever.
sweetest, the
Kathy
sweetest
is-
person.
Kathy is a sweet innocent.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry is intensely flipping through your resume.
Yeah.
And he looks up at you and he says, "Kathy."
Yeah, that's me. Oh my god, I'm sorry. It's not even my scene, but I just imagined. I'm so sorry. That like I was a Girl Scout, and you see that and it's listed there, and you're like, so you served? Sorry.
Yeah.
Immediately. Sorry. I don't know why.
Yeah. That is exactly Larry's mindset right now. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So yeah, I led my Girl Scout group for a while, and I just found that my calling is really in food and delivery and service.
That's the kind of leadership we're looking for around here, Kathy. And I look over at Stevie, right? We need leadership back there.
Stevie like shakes their head like no.
Don't listen to Stevie. What we need is leadership.
Can I just say that I really appreciate Stevie's color of apron. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. But this is my signature color and no one else wears it.
Oh yeah, of course. I didn't mean to stab. She feels like she like immediately like folds as
Yeah.
like that she clearly stepped on people's toes.
I don't know,
if you
Stevie. I
get
don't know.
in,
I think things are going to change around here. I think they're going to change around here really soon. I think maybe everyone's going to be wearing your signature color. I really like it too. It was my idea, wasn't it? I don't remember. I really actually don't remember.
No, it was not. Unless. Yeah, okay. So, but if I think you were saying though that it shouldn't just be the aprons that should be pink. We really needed to like do up this place. You know, we do sell a lot of salmon. Salmon is a signature color.
Oh, there's a big retheme coming. I've got lots of ideas. Kathy, where do you keep your oregano at home? There is a correct answer. We do things the French Italian tapas way here. Franco-Italian.
I had a couple questions about that.
Well, I'm the one asking the questions, Kathy.
Right, of course. Well, I guess.
Sorry. Words are just coming out of my face right now. Kathy.
I would probably keep the oregano in a cupboard at home.
Wrong.
A chilled cupboard? A temperature controlled cupboard, Kathy?
Yes.
Good,
She's like,
good. And I check off something on a sheet. She's doing great. I say to she's a shoo-in. She already has the job. I say that to
yes.
Stevie.
The Swiss really pioneered chilling the oregano.
Close enough. I check another thing. It says knows about the Swiss. I don't know.
You have a box for
This is a
that?
Has heard of Switzerland.
Yeah. There's like this is a whole handwritten thing that he's done sometime between scenes.
Yeah.
Please, in crayon on like the children's playmats.
Yeah.
It's got that when you flip it over, there's like the map, and like Larry's already done in the like, but did it wrong several times.
The map, the map of the SS Bartholomew. Yeah. I think we should hire her. She's like our mom.
I don't know, Kathy. Quick, how many Girl Guide cookies do you sell?
I mean, I haven't sold Girl Scout cookies in like a decade, but
Larry, that's not good sales right there. You read it right there. No
600
sales.
boxes.
Oh
She
dang!
like calls out.
My goodness. I write that down.
I don't like to brag.
No, with numbers like that, you deserve to brag. And Larry pounds the table.
They practically sell themselves.
It's true. They're delicious. In fact, I want to eat a bunch of them right now.
Do you have any cookies on you right now, Kathy?
Stevie, did you get munchies from cocaine too?
I mean, if
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, do you get munchies from cooking, which is what you're going to be doing?
Yeah, you know. Do you often sample the food while you were cooking it?
There's only one right answer here, Kathy, and I believe in you.
Yeah. Like lean in closer, like waiting for you to get. We
I
both.
haven't blinked the whole time either.
I think I'm late for my kids' tap dancing recital. I'm gonna actually like, and Kathy bails out of this interview. Like, this is too, you have driven.
Is
Got
everybody
another
Your
one.
kids doing the tap dance recital too? Oh,
Yeah. Is today like a special day where kids just do recitals? Or is that the cocaine messing me up again?
No, it is National Tap Dance Day. Don't you know?
I'm
Larry.
learning so much today.
Larry, how do you not know? National
How
Tap
does this
Dance
end
Day.
badly for you?
I don't
was
know,
trying to-
because I guess
I was
because
trying to hire Kathy, which I thought would be bad
I know,
for you,
but Kathy ran away, which I kind of love. So
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to think.
well, I think it's bad that now you're doing. You're probably going to have to do Kevin's job and your job.
yeah.
But I don't care. Like, but that's fine. Yeah, we could. We'll take that as
Or
the
do we want
negative.
Jimmy to find out? Jimmy to come and make things awkward before, like as Kathy's leaving.
Yeah, you should come
Yeah.
over.
Okay.
Jimmy walks over with a tray. He's like, "Oh, your cokes," staring daggers at Larry. Coke for you,
Cokes?
Larry?
Well, I still have some left. Oh, you mean the drink? Yeah. Sure.
Your friend leaving, Larry?
Yeah.
Oh, just friends.
You
Just
too, Stevie?
friends.
Your friend too?
She had big shoes to fill and wasn't going to be able to. The person whose
Minivan
shoes
squeals off like out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
she wasn't good enough for
Yeah.
the person she was going to be.
Couldn't hack it.
You just wasn't going to do it.
You know, you got to be able to handle some fire in that kitchen, and she only sold 600 boxes of cookies, and I mean those sell themselves. So
Disappointing numbers.
Yeah.
Disappointing numbers.
You can't even break 1K. What are you doing?
He's writing numbers down on his sheet. And he's
You're
just
just
saying
writing
disappointing
random,
numbers
like
over.
1 0 0. You're just writing a
Numbers.
binary.
There's literally numbers.
Yeah,
Numbers.
Disappointing numbers.
Well, I mean, Larry, if you just assign if you'd invest in those of us that are here, then maybe we might be able to do a better job for you. Maybe some pay raises, something like that. Maybe some more vacation days. Maybe less asking us to come in early.
Larry's mood would change completely when you said that about lifting you up, and immediately he'd be like tearing up, like just like face. He's like, I could be like a father figure to you.
Yeah, Scotty, we're family, right? Or Stevie?
Yeah. Hmm?
Yeah. Scotty gets up.
But what if Daddy told you to do something that you don't want to do?
Okay.
In the family metaphor, I mean.
Larry, I think this is sexual harassment. I think you need to take a break.
I can't feel the tips of my fingers. And I get up and head back to my janitorial office.
Jimmy's just staring daggers into Stevie's back. Jimmy thought Stevie had his back, but no.
Yeah, no, I was gonna. Okay, there you go. That's actually the bad part. My one friend, my one friend is mad at me now. I don't know that you're getting fired.
Jimmy doesn't think that you're interviewing his replacement.
I was just sitting on it because there was like map and crayons, and that's fun. So
That's
you
fair.
know,
All right.
it's an excuse to sit down for a while instead of doing my job. I will take any excuse to not do my job.
All right.
While Jimmy was in the kitchen mopping up this whole puddle of water.
Yeah,
just threw out.
the bucket that I threw across the entire line. Yep.
Oh boy. All right. I think I'm gonna play a scene.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to. I'm forced. I'm compelled by the game to do the scene, mirroring my first intro, with the YouTube, with the the stick, but only this time, yeah, I absolutely have a chimpanzee on my shoulder. I'm like,
Yes.
what up, YouTube? It's your boy Barty D coming back to you with another video log at Bartholomew's, and I'm here with me. Oh, he's a little bit of a biter. He's a feisty one. You might know him from Kitchen Nightmares. This is a new chimpanzee named Gordon. Hey, everybody. Gordon, say hi to the camera. No, don't eat. Don't. No, I spent a lot of, oh, God. And he like just breaks the camera. oh, not, okay. All right, come on. Here. And I like have a little like treat or something for him. And yeah, so the nightmare chimpanzee is named Gordon Ramsay.
I love it.
I want this,
Very on brand.
Do we just...
I really think that's my scene.
I want this scene to go well for you. I don't know how. I just want you to bend it
Gordon.
into this.
And I'm like, Gordon, Ramsay. like, I cannot get. I lost him, and now I maybe no. Let me back it up again. I'm sorry. The chimpanzee doesn't break the camera; it just steals it. The chimpanzee with the selfie stick.
It actually makes some really sick footage of like.
Because I think that's actually funnier. So yeah. As I'm going to be chasing down this, as immediately like it goes to that perspective of the chimpanzee just like smiling as it's running around with this thing.
Yeah.
Like it just occasionally sees me sideways, like, no, get over here.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just running after it, and that's it. That's I think that's just my scene.
Have you seen the clip of the fox that steals the lady's cell phone and like runs off with it in his mouth? And so as part of it, he's almost holding it in his face. So you can see the little fox face as he's running, but every once in a while you get a clip of like the lady behind him just chasing him. It's like that.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Thank you. I have not seen that, but now I have to Google that furiously as soon as it's over.
Good.
Yeah, no, exactly. So this goes terribly.
I would like you to set up a good scene for Larry.
Ooh.
Good scene for High Larry.
Try and imagine a good scene for this man. High as a kite.
I mean, I think you have to I think you have to fire Jimmy.
Oh, why is that good though?
I mean, he's fulfilling his
firing?
responsibilities.
It's the toughest thing that I've ever had to do in my entire life. So tough that I took cocaine to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And it goes well from my point of view.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. It's nearing the end of maybe Jimmy, you were just doing the morning and it's like 4 o'clock or something and you're going to getting home before the dinner rush.
Yeah. I mean, well, does anyone have any other ideas? Are we cool with that?
I'm cool. That means I can come back after hours and just burn this motherfucker down.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Cool. Yeah, it gives us one more scene to deal with that.
We have had fire happen in many Fiasco episodes, so I like it. A cleansing fire.
Thinking about it, Jimmy jumping to the wrong conclusion about Stevie being in on his firing.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's
so we filled that one and we got the loose animal and now Jimmy's gonna get fired.
I'll be like, Jimmy, meet me up. Bring those cigarettes. We're gonna have a little chat.
Yeah, I'll meet you out there.
You can change into your civvies. Actually, if you could leave them behind that'd be great.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're washing them. We're gonna wash them for you, free of charge. I'm gonna actually have one of those cigarettes. Jimmy, can you light one up for me?
Yeah. I think that one I left out there is still out there for you. I'll meet you out there.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just standing there when you come out. I'm just holding it because I don't have a lighter because I don't smoke. So I'm just.
Jimmy kept you waiting like 20 minutes.
Oh.
But he comes out, yeah, and here, and he
my
lights.
finger is in my mouth also. Just as you round the corner. How old are you, Jimmy?
I'm 32.
Oh, that's way older than I was thinking Jimmy was gonna be. Great. Got your whole life ahead of you, right? That's your feeling on that?
Yeah. You know what? You never ask. You want to see pictures of Mac?
Yeah, I really don't, Jimmy. And I know that sounds rude right now, but I think you're gonna understand in like 30
No, she's
seconds.
gotten really good at her tap dancing.
You know, and I believe it. I mean, you're a talented man, and so your offspring are probably very talented too. Jimmy, I got real bad news. Remember when I was talking about Daddy giving me a bad job to do? I know you didn't want me to ever bring it up again, but I'm doing it right now because I'm high on cocaine.
Where's Bartholomew? HR?
Gordon! Gordon!
Yeah, the chimp runs by like doing a selfie video of him like making kiss faces at it. It's got 1 million views already.
It's because this has been live feeding this whole time for the last like half hour.
You know that you're a parent. I've never been lucky enough to be a parent, but lessons are really good to teach, and life lessons are even doubly good. And change is something that that I think that you're going to be really able to talk to her about, which is great because things are going to change for you pretty much in the next like 10 to 15 seconds. Jimmy.
Larry, slow down. Blink. Come on.
I can't.
Your eyes are very red.
I didn't want to blink, but now it's the only thing I want to do.
Snake's just there like this, like
yeah.
Larry, you know what? You stay here. I'm gonna go inside, get the first aid kit, get you some Visine.
He like reaches and tries to put his right hand on your left shoulder and just like can't get a grip. How long do you leave him hanging this time?
No, like if he sees you reaching out, it's like, yeah, Larry, what's?
It's time for change. For you, I mean.
No, the register is real good.
No, a transition.
We don't need change.
I mean, a transition period from employed to not employed. I'm sorry. I really hope that your kid's thing goes really well. I'll look at that picture now.
I mean, I might be the last time that Mac is able to attend tap dancing. Not sure I'm going to be able to afford these lessons for, but
Please don't say things like that. This has been the most difficult day of my job, day of my life, of my job.
I don't know what I'm going to say to Kathy.
Wait.
This is becoming a whole thing. I don't know.
Okay.
So
wait. You knew Kathy? No.
Yeah, her son Billy and Mac are in the same course. Yeah. So I see that you're going to keep your drug dealer, and you're going to let me go. I see how it is.
I know how it looks, Jimmy. I know how it looks today, but you got to understand this is not my choice. I would get rid of. I'm just scared of Stevie. That's not really something I should have said out loud. This cocaine really is just like an avalanche of words. You have been great, and you don't deserve this, but you're fired.
I'm just gonna go get my stuff.
Yeah, but
is that all right with you, boss?
You never called me boss before.
Yeah, yes. Never will again.
Bye, Jimmy.
Yeah. And
that
Jimmy's
won't go bad at all.
Yeah, this is a good scene for me.
What were you saying, Kevin? Sorry,
yeah, what were you saying?
Cut you off.
Jimmy's gonna go back inside. I don't know. Do we have nothing? Yeah, I guess I can queue up Jimmy's scene.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so right, like Larry's scene's over, and clearly Larry thinks they scored a W, and then cuts to
they did
sort
it.
of. He's just the last line would be something like, "This is the price to pay when you have power," I guess, or something like that.
Oh my god.
Oh, Larry, that's sort of Damocles dangling over your head.
Oh.
Right, go for it, Kevin.
Oh, shoot. Let's see. I really should have picked my other object, which was like a loose floor mat next to the deep fryer. I really should have went with that instead of the liquor. Let's see. Yeah, Jimmy goes inside and he goes straight to he sees that Bartholomew is chasing around Gordon outside, and that Stevie's working the line by themselves, and that Larry's outside just coked out his mind, and he just goes straight into Bartholomew's office and grabs a bag, grabs like probably grabs Bartholomew's like rip off Louis Vuitton bag and like starts just grabbing shit, just grabbing liquor bottles, grabbing like weird memorabilia and shit like that, and like is just chugging a bottle on the way out. Walks out onto the floor and just like looks for anybody that he could just harass on in the dining room. Hopefully there's some cops.
Oh my god.
Anybody want to play a cop? Having dinner?
Yeah, we're having a coffee or something.
Sure. Yeah, because
Yeah,
okay.
Jess, you do it.
Because they came here because tapas are like supposed to be small, so they thought maybe it was like quick, like, you know, but it's French tapas, so it's like sit and wait for a long time. So they're sitting there in like full uniform thinking this was a good appropriate stop for like a quick meal. And
They've
like
got the beignets. They heard they were like donuts. They're like French donuts.
Oh man, yeah. You got some of those like sugar, sugar covered, like sprinkles. You got them with sprinkles? No? Okay.
And Jimmy just walks up as this cop is speaking to their server. He's like, you know what? Those beignets, if you want those, you should really, really give your compliments to the chef, to Stevie back there. Ask them for some extra powdered sugar.
Is there an extra cost to that?
No, they got their own special blend. They bring it in from home. You should really try it.
Is it like French sugar? Is it like something special here? Like,
yeah, it's like French Spanish sugar. Yeah. Just ask them for some extra powdered sugar. They might charge a little bit, but it's you know what? Tell them Jimmy said that you recommended gave you the okay on it, and that Jimmy would cover your tab.
Oh, okay. Like they look at their server. Like, can I have that?
Yeah.
Is that the? Can I have
Jimmy
that?
like nods to the server. Yeah. Go ahead. Go touch to Stevie.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have a great meal, sir.
All right.
We appreciate your service.
Oh, you got like one of those like, you work in service, you get stuff for free or something.
Exactly.
Here?
We appreciate all of our civil servants here at Bartholomew's fine French tapas.
Yeah, I'll have whatever he just said. Bring me out that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have that thing.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure I'll make sure that I'm sure that you'll want to give your compliments to Larry Larry, our general manager, our general supreme manager, overlord.
You're laying a lot of names on me right now. Do I need to write these down?
You know what? Maybe so that you could maybe report to the business owner and make sure that everybody gets everything they deserve here, all they deserve.
Okay, thank you.
Stevie in the kitchen, Larry the general manager, and Bartholomew Diaz the owner. All real close, all real good friends.
They just look really confused and look at the server and look at you and look at. Yeah, okay, well, I'll have those things, and I guess if it's good, I will thank those specifically named people.
Yep. And Jimmy just starts walking out the door.
I think Jimmy deserves a good card for this power move.
Yeah.
I don't know. Having a drug dealer know that you snitched him out doesn't seem like a good thing, but.
Well, but how is it for you? It feels good for Jimmy, right?
Yeah, it feels like you accomplished something. You did a big like fuck you to like who you thought was everyone.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a positive scene as far as Jimmy's story goes. Power move.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have a question. So I have to do the next scene. Is the next scene people getting arrested? What were you imagining was the conclusion to the like is the server genuinely so stupid that they go back, request this special from Stevie, and Stevie just puts a bag of cocaine on like in between, like it's literally a beautiful display of beignets with a little baggie of cocaine in the center. Just
I don't know. Is Stevie audacious enough to be selling out to customers on the floor? She did plate a
you're
really
right.
nice plate for...
If she does not know that's a cop, like because if someone, she's not stepping out onto the floor. So if
Colombian
someone,
sugar.
yeah,
Sorry.
like it's probably a code word.
So
yeah. Oh my
good.
god.
Thank you.
No. It's sure. Okay, so yeah, like literally it's this beautiful display of beignets comes out with a bag of cocaine. And this cop has just heard the names Stevie, what was it? Stevie the cook, Larry the general manager, and Bartholomew the owner were specifically all named.
Yep, they're all implicated in the in the production and distribution of these special Colombian beignets.
Okay, I got the scene. Go ahead.
So these donuts, these beignets get brought out. Right?
These beignets get brought out, and it looks gorgeous, but there is a frickin' bag of cocaine sitting in the middle. Like
the exact thing that would happen is Larry coming in and he's wiping the tears off of his face because he's probably been crying out front for like 10 minutes since firing Jimmy, and he'd be like, "You are gonna love those."
To the cop?
Yeah. He
Well,
can't
yeah,
see,
because you don't
he doesn't see
dramatic
the
irony.
bag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't see the bag. I just see the beignets, and they're actually genuinely good. And I'm like, you have not made you have made the right choice today, officer. Wow. You're gonna love them. And then I tighten up the the bandana that I'm wearing, the washcloth that I'm wearing, and I do one of the 3 buttons up, and I'm starting to come down a little bit, and I head past.
No,
Maybe
I think the cop just sighs and like picks up the bag and looks at you and is like,
I would look at it.
I'm gonna need to go with you, and actually probably takes out like a walkie and clicks it, and is just like
I would see the bag, and then that, like in a movie, drum music would start playing, like a drum solo, and I'd start running. I'd be like, and then I'd start running, and I would run to the kitchen.
The cop is
I'd run to the kitchen first, and I'd run through the kitchen. I would grab the bag from the fridge, I'd throw it in the garbage, and then I would tell you, they're here. The fuzz are here. They got us. And I'd run.
We're dead.
Yeah, we're dead. We're as good as dead. I still have this slang open. They know we're doing bumps of pearl. And I feel like I can run really fast right now. This is perfect timing. And I'm out. Or I'm just like running around gathering.
I mean, if you ran, the cop ran in to tackle you.
I'm thinking of a movie where the cop is stunned for just long enough for me to get away.
For you to get, okay, so you get to the back.
I need to get to your...
A dramatically appropriate amount of time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm imagining a Wes Anderson style shenanigan situation here. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And I run in, and you look out, and you see the cop just holding up the bag. What do you do?
I think I want to happen is for the cop to hold up this bag. You go running, you get out of there, you shout at Stevie, and Stevie and the cop just make eye contact, and then the chimpanzee runs by in the other direction.
Yeah.
And the cop's eyes follow that and look back at Stevie, and Stevie just shrugs.
Yeah, for these last 4 scenes, there should be that drum music playing that is just through the whole thing as everything falls apart.
The Guy Ritchie just heartbeat bass through the whole scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I have a question. Did this go good or bad?
We've got 2 of each left, I think.
I have a question. Is the cop dirty? that might be determine if it's good or bad.
Well, I think do you feel like this is a good place to end your scene for now?
I really like the scene ending with, like I said, with Larry running one way, the cop
And Gordon Ramsay running the
Gordon Ramsay running the other way.
Gordon Ramsay, the chimpanzee.
The cop is standing there holding this bag of cocaine.
Yeah, I think this is a good start to the last half of the last act, but I think it's bad for you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, the cops back here. Yeah.
It doesn't seem good.
Probably not.
There you go. All right.
Oh my god.
Mr. Diaz.
There's a cop in the kitchen, Mr. Diaz.
I mean, the cop is still on the floor unless you decree otherwise.
Yeah.
In the dining hall.
You can have it be a split second that where all this is going down.
Yeah. This is like bullet time now if you want. Like, it depends. Do you want to jump forward quite a bit, or...
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm not here for this. And I think it'd be even funnier.
You just left Gordon on the loose.
Yeah, no, this is hours later, right?
Okay.
Or like, and I'm in like my shitty Porsche or like Mazda Miata or something like that I drive.
Yeah.
And and I'm sitting there and like I'm normally wearing like a nice like business shirt and stuff, and like my shirt I'm like covered in like dried blood and like part of my hair's missing, and like my shirt's torn up, and I'm just like, what up YouTube? It's your boy. I lost Gordon Ramsay. I don't know where he is, but he has a lot of characters. He's really charming. Listen, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about brunch. There's a lot of cops at the place, and I'm like fixing my hair while this is happening, So I think I might have to get a food truck. I'm gonna do that as my next endeavor, but I gotta keep going. When if I read Sun Tzu's Art of War, I'm sure it would be we got to keep going, and like click off the thing. So I'm like on the lam, like I'm literally like on the run.
So you flash forward to the results, I guess,
of like this shit's going down here, yeah, and like I have gotten away, and this is, or like I've earlier in the day have failed, and then was going to go to work, and like when I went to go to work today, I saw there were a bunch of cop cars, so I kept driving, and I think I'm gonna have to start over. I don't know what's going on. I'm too afraid to ask. So like that's what I'm doing.
It's that restaurant is someone else's problem now.
Yeah. I never should have taken Larry's advice. That's really how I should have ended the scene.
This is selfish, and you're leaving us to flap in the wind, which I think is
absolutely.
a positive outcome for you.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
There's no way.
Of course, the restaurant's not in your name. There's no way to tie it back to you. Besides,
oh my god, it's in Larry's name.
I don't even know how to follow that up. We have one.
This might be a flashback or something.
There's one good one. There's one positive, one negative left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So
I love this game.
back at the mayhem. Right.
Thank you so much for this. Seriously. I needed this.
We have Gordon Ramsay to thank, I think, for the successes of this game. So yeah, this is I think this is gonna end with me getting arrested.
Yeah.
Because I am coked out of my mind, and so Larry's coked out of his mind. He's running around the back. He's screaming, "They're here! They're here! They found out! I don't know how they found out. They're here!" And I'm gathering all my belongings, and thinking that leaving things behind is evidence of some kind. And this drum music is playing the whole time, and it's in my head and the audience's speakers, and I'll take the last bad card, but you have to tell me. You know, give me an idea. Paint me a word picture of Larry's last moments in the restaurant.
I have an idea.
Yeah, go ahead.
You take a deep breath, chest out, don't blink. Put your arm on the cop's shoulder, right arm, left shoulder, and say, "I'm not getting arrested."
Okay, I like that. Okay, I decide that this is not how Larry Pearson goes out. It's not. This isn't it. I'm not going to go out with a whisper. I'm going to go with a bang and be honest. Or no, I'm gonna talk this cop down. So I drop everything. I have a handful of like 10 years or something worth of things that I've put here. No, we haven't been open that long. I just have a lot of things that I frantically taken, a bunch of bleach. Just like I don't know what I'm doing. I just took everything I could, and I drop it. Basically, I step out onto the floor and I drop it onto the restaurant floor, and I walk over to the cop, and my eyes are unblinking and steady. My heart is calm now. I put my hand onto the art of war that has been tucked into my apron, and I say,
"You've never opened."
A great,
of course not,
officer. A great man once told me that if he had read the art of war, it would have said, I'm not going to jail today. I don't know how the officer reacts, but that's what Larry says. And he reaches out. I imagine the officer's not going to allow this to happen.
No,
he reaches out.
I think if you reach for it, the officer takes your arm and starts putting you in handcuffs and reading you your rights.
Yeah.
Probably this is the end of my scene, and the last thing I say is, "Oh, Larry." End scene. I feel like that's the most Larry thing to say.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry.
Oh.
He's like Gil from The Simpsons, if you remember Gil.
The salesman?
The lowly salesman. Yeah, he's the best.
Oh.
I love it.
That's it. That's my scene.
Yeah. So there's only a good card left. So whatever happens next, it's got to be good for Jimmy. So what is a positive outcome for Jimmy look like right now?
I don't know. He lost his job.
It can look good for Jimmy right now, but based on the composition of his cards, it's going to end bad. So you know what I mean. So Larry, Jimmy, you exerted your will on this, sort of. I don't know.
I pushed the last dominoes over.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to watch. I mean, like, Larry just fired you, and from your perspective, do you also see, like, you take out your phone and you watch Bartholomew's like final words as he's like, well, gotta go start a new life with a food truck somewhere.
What's up, YouTube? Coming at you from my
or you see me get
98
arrested.
Accord.
Or you see me get arrested on Chimp Cam.
Oh my god!
You tune into Chimp Cam, and you know the chimp has stopped. Everything has stopped at the restaurant, and the chimp has even like lifted the camera up. So
Jimmy's just out in the parking lot, like sitting in the bed of his truck, and he's watching on his phone. He watches Chimp Cam, and then a couple hours later, he watches Bartholomew's like goodbye or last words, and then he watches like the staff getting arrested, and then they see him getting like smoking a cigarette and like got this big fuck you grin, like you all got yours. But then now he's implicated as being the fucking snitch. So that's like how in the moment it's good because like he gets the satisfaction of like seeing you all get your comeuppance. But then like who knows what connection Stevie has on the outside.
So good.
That could ruin his life.
Sure. That final shot is you just maybe it didn't burn. The restaurant didn't burn down for real, but it certainly burned down metaphorically.
Yeah.
And you certainly lit the match. So.
I mean, this day started and only Jimmy was gonna lose his job. But the day ended and no one has a job anymore. So is that the best outcome for Jimmy? Like,
Yeah, if I gotta go down, everyone's going down.
Yeah.
All right.
Relishing this destruction.
That's great. And now I'm curious as to what actually happens, and that's what we have the aftermath for. So very simple. You're gonna flip over. Oh no! Before we flip over our cards, starting with Jess, going clockwise, you can give one of your cards away to somebody.
Oh.
That's the new twist. Your face-up cards do count towards your totals, Eric. But you can give them away as well. So. So this is your chance to tip the fate of people in directions that you think they might deserve. So Jess.
Oh, dang it! I have to go first.
Yep. It's called Judgment. Each player may, if they wish, give one of their face-down outcome cards to another player. Oh, sorry, face-down ones. The card you give can be positive or negative, and you need to explain why you're helping or hindering that character. You don't have to give a card away.
No, I want to. I'm trying to see what best to do here. I kind of want to give a positive card to either Jimmy or Larry.
Sure.
Larry really needs it.
I know. I feel I want to give it to Larry because Larry was.
Oh, Larry.
Larry was. Oh, Larry. Oh, shut. Larry.
You really put your foot in it again, Larry.
Oh, Larry. I know you meant well.
So what does Stevie do to help improve the situation?
Stevie just doesn't say anything. Like doesn't throw. So they don't implicate themselves, but they don't also throw you under the bus because they definitely like could have. Because once again, like I think we decided in canon that the restaurants actually like in terms of paperwork is a lot of because Bartholomew couldn't show up to any of the official stuff. They couldn't be bothered to sign any of the paperwork. So it's like all in Larry's name. And because of that, and because you literally walked out to the cop, said, hey, you're really gonna enjoy that, and then went running, screaming away, and then tried to
goddess.
and then physically tried to touch the cop. All of these things come back to like almost be like they could.
The art of war.
So it would be very easy, I think, to pin all of this on you. But the one nice thing Stevie does is that they don't.
They give a pity positive to Larry. Got it. Perfect. Eric, do you want to give one away?
Yeah, I'm gonna give my red tilt. I'm giving it to Jimmy because you ruined my business.
Yes.
I mean, there you go.
All right, I could give a negative one away, which will even out which will all but seal my fate. Or I can give a positive one away and maybe come out a little better than bad. I'm gonna try and have a good thing. So I am gonna give a positive back to Stevie.
Oh, you monster.
So when it comes time for me to be interrogated, I imagine at a certain point they realize I'm not the mastermind behind this operation. But I only talk about Jimmy. I say, Jimmy was real mad. I mean, I fired him. He was upset. So he got fired for a reason. That's all I'm saying. He got fired for a reason. And so I'm not throwing you under the bus either, Stevie.
Dang.
Okay. And that brings us to poor Jimmy. We
So
hilariously
ideally-
decided was the star of the movie over the break and is now
Yeah.
the villain.
Ideally, you want like an even number or like a balance, like of positive and negatives. Is that what
No, that's actually the
No.
worst outcome. If you had 2 negatives and 2 positives, you're likely to have.
You also don't want to game it too much, but yeah,
Yeah.
having more
Gotcha.
of one than another means you're going to tilt towards a better outcome.
Yeah. Because even if you had all negative cards, you could still end up with like, well, you sped off into the sunset with all the money, or like something like could still skew you that way.
Gotcha. Okay. So if I give away one of these positives and then I have 3 negatives and a positive, that's more likely to be a good outcome. For me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give one of my positives to Stevie. I'm going to just testify on Stevie's behalf and implicate Larry.
I mean, fair.
Strong fair.
Larry was in charge. Larry always had the final word. Larry knew everything about what was going on there.
That's all he ever wanted.
He always told us we always had to follow his orders. That on a good ship, all the good crew had to follow the general's orders.
Also, he had
And that's
weird
what we
daddy
did.
issues, and he kept talking to us about his daddy.
Yeah.
It was an uncomfortable situation that we were stuck in.
And he would touch us.
Oh my god. Kept asking about
The cop is there, then like he tried to touch, and they're just like nodding. Like
he was very hands-on.
You're doing Larry dirty.
Yeah.
So, cards have been distributed, and now we're gonna figure out what our aftermaths are.
Okay.
So everyone can flip their cards over and do the same math we did during the tilt. Add up all of the reds and all of the blues, and subtract the lower number from the higher number.
Oh my god, no. This is going so bad for me.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is so bad. Oh no.
I got a couple of high cards here. Larry got a high.
Things are turning up Diaz, let me tell you.
I was gonna say, you're probably doing. Oh my god, you're gonna have such a good number.
Jeez. Of course he is. Of course he's gonna get away with it too.
Of course, I have to get away with it.
I know.
All right, we'll start with Jess. What'd you get?
Okay, well, 4 positive, a 3 positive, but also a 3 negative and a 4 negative, which means I end up with 1, which is very bad. One
blue one, eh?
1 blue, which is not good.
Right. I've got the card right here. I'll magnify it for you.
Thank you.
Here's your aftermath. Read it out loud.
Terrible. I have a strong feeling I'm dead right now, which feels like the right thing to be. My ugly failure has no doubt dragged people I care about into my comparable wake, and they are probably dead too. I should be ashamed, but I bet I'm not, because I am terrible.
Okay, so that's Jess's. I'll just cover it up your mess here. Eric, what did you get?
Blue 9.
A blue 9.
It's going so good.
9.
Unfortunate. It's true. What up, YouTube? It's true, I've made some mistakes. Perhaps some very serious ones. But in the end, here I am. More or less whole. More or less not broke. A prisoner or dead. Let's agree to call that a win.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I give up my YouTube and food career.
I've got a red 4. We'll do. We get to do one last kind of rundown.
Epilogue.
Red 8. I got the red 8.
Good.
That's gonna be pretty good.
Hapless. Okay, perfect. Hapless. While I'm not precisely better off, I'm no worse for having been involved in this ridiculous disaster either. I'm back where I was, and given the circumstances, I'm sure we can all agree that's pretty good. And then Jimbo.
Larry.
Larry.
Jimmy is at a +1 red.
Huh.
Oh wow, we really went the 2 different.
Yeah, it went.
Yeah, management made it out all right.
Yeah, of course they did. This is a good life lesson. This is how it goes down in real life.
I didn't mean to make it this big, but yeah.
Horrifying. I'm probably dead, right? Other people too. Probably innocent people. There is no justice. There is no mercy. Everything is utterly, painfully screwed, and it is all of it, my fault.
Oh my god.
All right, it says in the order of highest aftermath result to lowest aftermath result. Take a moment to explain what it means for your character and how does your story end. You get just one last little epilogue. So the highest result, I believe, was our loyal captain.
Yep.
Bartholomew Diaz.
Bartholomew.
Yeah. Right. So I think the thing. So I can't be in the business anymore. Not in a restaurateur anymore. I'm also. I don't think I'm a prisoner.
Well, I think it's saying you're not broke, not a prisoner, and not dead. I think is what it's
right.
Saying.
That's pretty good in Fiasco.
Yeah. I think I probably am playing WoW with my guild in a library. Try to do the raid that it would have been. Odamon raid.
Oh
but otherwise, kind of disheveled. Giving up on the YouTube career. Yeah.
The real sadness here is Bartholomew's lost YouTube career.
What happened to the chimp?
Missing.
He runs the restaurant now.
I was gonna say he actually makes out the best of anyone. He's now famous. He's the YouTube star now.
Yeah. No, there was a copyright claim or something, and the chimp got the rights of my YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yeah, he became famous like the IKEA monkey.
Yeah.
No, he's
the IKEA monkey.
The IKEA monkey wearing the little coat.
Also, it's also Canadian.
Oh, is it a Canadian?
It's a Canadian. I'm pretty sure.
It just has that Florida feel. You know what I mean?
No, I'm pretty sure.
In Canada.
I'll double check. I thought it's in Canada. Yep.
Okay, sorry. Up here we got a little tradition called IKEA monkey. Okay, that's the story for. Well, I think what's most appropriate for Larry is that he does spend some time in jail. Obviously, he spends some time in jail, but he's such a sob story of a guy that he maybe only serves like 18 months tops.
Does Larry manage the kitchen of the jail?
I was thinking after he came out, he was in the exact same position, just at a different restaurant, and he has like a tattoo that he says is a prison tattoo, and instead of doing like the friendly, sitcom dad routine, he tries to do the tough love routine now. He's like, I spent some time in the clink, so the hooskow, that's what we called it. I don't expect you to understand. But you could end up like me if you don't walk the straight and narrow, kid. So be careful. And he still wears the bandana around his head and doesn't blink when he speaks to people.
He lost the ability to blink after all this trauma.
He did. The cocaine really did a number on him. And he never he never fully recovers from his prison time. The end. So you guys are tied with the lowest. So in the case of this, I guess we'll just go clockwise. Yeah. Unless we think Jimmy should be our big finish.
You have an idea, Jess?
I was gonna say that Jimmy tries to help out Stevie with the testimony that it was all Larry, But these detectives are all like, this soft dum-dum couldn't have done it. Like, it couldn't have been this, like, this very soft boy.
This Barney Rubble looking.
This Barney Rubble looking motherfucker couldn't possibly have had a huge drug ring going out of this terrible restaurant.
And like Larry desperately tried to make it look like he was tough enough to do it, but it never worked out on the stand.
Everyone was like, no way, dude. Like, so yeah, I don't know. I guess Stevie ends up, I don't know. I don't necessarily, I almost feel like Stevie gets out of like that situation somewhat cleanly, but then like dies in a kitchen accident or something else, like not completely unrelated. Maybe their techniques in the kitchen, you know, of throwing buckets of things. they make it to another restaurant only to like go down in that one.
Please be Larry's new restaurant.
Go ahead.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. You get a job at a different restaurant or whatever, and you try to bring up your drug practices again, but something happens and you could end up trapped in the freezer with your drugs.
Yes! That's it! I was like, it has to be something like yeah, Stevie gets off scot-free from this other truck situation and is like, no problem, no worry, nothing bad really happened, I guess. Continue on. Same old.
The new restaurant has a full walk-in freezer. We just had an old fridge, and you don't know how it works, and you're going in to set up to set up the shelf that has all your drugs on it.
It gets like locked in there.
Yep. And you die with your oregano, with your devil's oregano.
Yep. Perfect. That's how Stevie's story ends. So Jimmy, tell us.
I think we just get a scene of Jimmy, like after having testified against Larry and not done a really good job apparently. He goes home, and we get the shot of him driving down, and like and astute viewers might see a familiar car in each of the shots following behind, and then Jimmy walks into his house. And when it's real dark, all the lights are off, and then a couple moments it's like a shot hanging out on the outside of the house, and then through curtains we see like two bright flashes, and then we just see two dudes walking out of the house and then getting in a car and driving away, as whoever was selling CV drugs didn't like that this dude who just ruined everything.
Yeah.
Took their bestseller out of the game.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Dark ending.
Yeah.
I mean, the game did literally give us both "you're dead" cards.
Well, it went from monkey chase to.
Well, that's who has the happiest ending of all, though.
Right, yeah. Gordon Chimpanzee.
Gordon Chimpanzee goes off to be a superstar.
We get credits of like various clips of his YouTube star career.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
him guesting on like the Bon Appetit channel,
getting his 100,000 followers plaque.
The Bon Appetit test.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was our fiasco.
And what a fiasco it was.
Loved it.
It always
exactly
does.
what I wanted.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you all so much for coming and playing this game with us.
I have to say, 2.0 has impressed me.
Yeah, totally.
It just behind the scenes, I would have to do a bunch of stuff behind the scenes to make sure it worked when we were doing with the regular version, because there's a lot of dice rolling and stuff like that. But just flipping over cards and adding up a few numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were doing beforehand. I had him do this thing just a little bit behind the scenes. Like I would make rollable table picture dice and do that way and give people dice that way.
Yeah, so I didn't know
And,
about
like-
rollable tables until maybe a couple weeks ago, and
Right.
so I would be like shifting new dice out onto the thing. I had them
Yeah.
all.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now definitely I could make little cartoon dice that rolled for sure.
But it's just like, yeah, I hear you. Seeing you be able to do this stuff and flipping over cards, like when you say how easy, I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about this from my own perspective and me, because I'm gonna inevitably run this game for people too,
Mm.
and be like, wow, yeah, this is really nice.
And I
Yeah.
realized that I made
Not for
a little
them.
harder on myself. You're technically supposed to take all the relationship object, location, and need cards, shuffle them all together, and then just deal them out. So I did the each individual decks because I thought it would be better to everyone have an equal choice. But
Mm.
anyway,
Sure.
yeah,
That's fun.
it's super easy.
Having no frame of reference, this was very easy, very fun. I would play
Yeah.
again.
I actually would love, like, from this, like, I think it's so great how you've set it up in the Roll20 and that we can just literally flip the cards and stuff like that, and it makes me want to play with the actual box set. Like, it makes me
Yeah.
want to play with the actual physical copy they're producing from this Kickstarter.
Because it's always felt like a game that you should be able to just drop onto a table and play. But
Yeah.
it's just been like one step too complicated, I think. But with the name cards,
Technology
which I
wasn't
didn't.
there. The technology wasn't there yet.
Cards? Yeah.
Yeah. Cards. Card technology of 2007
Oh,
just
man.
wasn't. It's not the same.
All we got is books and
Yeah.
pieces of paper that we find lying around. That's all we had.
There goes the Bully Pulpit sponsorship you're all
Oh,
for.
yeah.
Thanks,
No,
Jordan.
they invented cards eventually, so that's good.
This was awesome. Thank you all for playing. Let's go around. Please tell everyone who you are and what you're up to. And if you had a favorite, what in this game made you laugh the most? And we're gonna go in backwards order, starting with Kevin.
Hi, I'm Kevin, known as Knickknack on some places. I am technically a best-selling author. Now, I contributed an adventure to the Unbreakable anthology, which is now on DriveThruRPG. Go buy it now. Asian adventures written and illustrated by Asian folks. Really good. Everybody did a really great job. Please, please, please check it out if you can. It's really good. We all worked hard on it. We're
That's
real,
awesome.
real proud of it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, seriously? What's it called? Unbreakable? I don't know yet. I'm literally buying it right now.
No, yeah, it's Unbreakable by I think
Volume
a
1?
lot of folks. Yep, exactly.
Gotcha.
Got a picture of a big lizard dude on the front.
Thank you.
And
Do
you have
Sorry.
you have an Itch.io page too, don't you?
Yes, I do. I make a couple small games. I like a recent game I made is Closed Fists for some folks at the Asian Martial Arts Game Jam. I made a small, like maybe couple page game about rolling some dice and punching your friends in the face and talking and describing how awesome that fight is. I'm pretty proud of that game. If you want to check that out, it's itch.io/knickknack/closed fists, I believe, is the link on that. I will drop that in chat.
Yeah, drop it in chat. Perfect.
Excellent name, Closed
Awesome.
Fists.
Thank you.
I'm Jordan at Made of Cartoons on socials. You're gonna see me again tomorrow. We're hosting Toronto's own Nerd Girl Burlesque. They had a D&D themed show canceled a couple weeks ago, and I pitched them the idea of maybe running some D&D for them. So I'm gonna DM a bunch of really awesome burlesque performers, and it's probably going to be an absolute shit show in the best kind of way. So please tune in, and we're going to have a little donation thing set up. A lot of these performers they're producers of stuff that has to be done live, and now they can't do it. So if you can come and even just watching and supporting, but if you can come toss a couple bucks their way, that'd be really great too. Yeah, so that's 1 to 5 Eastern tomorrow. Some kooky D&D, and then every other Saturday, so not tomorrow but the following Saturday, I'm running a softer kind of Blades in the Dark, a heavily softened Blades in the Dark campaign called The Faculty, where all the players play good university students and professors that are just trying to make Duskfall a safer place for ghosts. Safer for the ghosts. Tune in, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's every other Saturday, and that's what I do basically.
Ghosts are people too.
Hmm?
Ghosts are people too.
They were people too. Yeah.
Ghosts were people too.
Yeah,
Tune in
and
to learn about the ghost podium and other ghost-related things.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess there's me. Hi, I'm Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris everywhere. Big thing I want to shill is my Pendragon campaign. Been doing that for a while now, like 17 sessions or so. You ever heard of Pendragon? It's basically Arthuriana mythos, the game, but with a legacy component where sessions are like years, and you grow up and you have kids and adventures, and it's sort of you go through the 80 years of sort of Arthurian myth, starting from Uther and getting the sword of Excalibur to the Anarchy time. It's just the whole epic saga, and I got 2 players with me and going through the whole thing. We're super ride or die about it, and I love it so much. But yeah, besides that, I want to talk about this really cool role-playing game book called Unbreakable Volume 1. And I think one of our players here did some work on it and did an adventure. And so what the hell are you doing not buying it? I literally spent a part of your time, of Jordan's time, buying the game right now because that's super cool. So I want to make sure you all heard about that. It's Unbreakable Volume 1. It's got a cool snake dude on the cover.
Perfect. Awesome. My name is Jess. This is my channel. Thank you all so much for being here, for playing, for hanging out. This game was hilarious. If you are here hanging out with us on Twitch, I've posted everyone's links over in the stream chat. Go click on those links and check out all these people and all the cool stuff they do. If you watch later over in the YouTubes, which is perfect because Eric kept calling to all you YouTube viewers out there. I will put everyone's information down below, so go and find them and all this neat stuff. As for this channel, we do Fiasco relatively often. We try and do Fiasco Fridays on rotating days. On the Fridays we don't do it. We often do an indie spotlight where we like to find indie games off of itch.io and then play them on stream and show them off because there's so much there's too many cool games out there. There's too many cool games and there's not enough time to play them all. But we try to play as many as possible. Also, like Jordan said, tomorrow we have Nerd Girl Burlesque doing D&D on the channel if you want to come hang out for that. We have Blades in the Dark, and then just a whole bunch of video game content too. I get to go to space and play Destiny with my best friend Dustin. We've been doing Borderlands 3 we've been doing Borderlands a complete playthrough from 2 because 1 doesn't count. But 2, 2.5, 3, and all the additional DLC. Right now we're doing Best Boy Wedding, which, oh god, I love those boys. They're such sweet boys getting married in space, and there's just some eldritch weird stuff happening, which, you know, interrupts every wedding. You know, totally normal.
Only the best weddings, anyway.
Only the best weddings of the 2 sweetest boys in all of space get married and have eldritch problems. I'm making this all about them now because I just love those sweet boys. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, for hanging out. We appreciate it. I'm so glad I got y'all on this channel to come here and play this ridiculous time. Thank you, and hopefully we will see you all again. Come back, let's play more games together very, very soon. But in the meantime, have a really good rest of your night. Heart faces, see you all later. Bye!
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.